Ladies and gentlemen and lowlifes, welcome to this episode of The Weekly, presented by Emo Brown Media. So let's crack open a Flama Blanca. We got guests. We got all sorts of topics. We got events. Mostly we got events to talk about. This is a big event day. So we're going to get right into it. Enjoy.
Era, Emo Brown. BJ, you never cease to amaze me with your professionalism and all of the things you do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Emo Brown Podcast, brought to you by all of the homies down below and a few more that we'll mention today.
What's the one in the middle?
The one in the middle is Microwave Network. Thank you for asking. It's time for me to re-up on a couple of my Lunas.
And they got new products
Sunnies,
too. We need to
bro.
get them in here talking.
Yeah, it's time. We need to bring them in on a quarterly basis. At any time now, BJ, feel free to just roll into the image of us. Look at you.
I thought we were talking about the sponsors.
Freaking animal.
Make
What
everybody
sponsor?
shine.
Hey, what sponsors? Wow. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe to all of the things in the Emo Brown Media group. Of course.
That was really funny.
That's kind of our forte. Go to YouTube, sign up, do the thing, subscribe. Help us not get demonetized. We're on an upward trajectory, I've been told.
My goal today is to demonetize this episode.
Why are you that way? My goal, we'll get into my goal with you.
I have a thing with authority.
It's going to be awesome. Barry, he couldn't contain himself. He couldn't wait.
It's
2
called
seconds
it's a
for us to
trauma
get
response.
through the
It's
intro.
a trauma response.
Through the intro of the episode.
Should I mute him?
No. Joshua Kemble is here, everybody. Give him the clap,
Oh,
but
was
not
I
the
not
clap.
supposed to
There he is.
Hey.
Hey. Joshua
Hey.
Kemble, before you introduce yourself,
I'm not gonna.
well, I'll do it then. Joshua Kemble is the lead singer of one of my favorite bands of all time. It started when I was a youngster in high school. Felt deeply much in like with your band,
In like.
Dogwood. You know? I didn't know what love was at 15. But I knew what I liked this a lot was.
You didn't know what love was.
There it is. Yep, you are getting canceled today.
Chapter 2.
I remember going to pick up your CDs at the Music Trader. You know, the first CD I ever bought from Dogwood was Good Old Days.
Yes.
Great. What year was that released in?
Man, that must have been. That was in the 1900s.
Yeah, 95, 96.
Sure.
Something like
take
that.
it.
And then I remember going to Music Trader in Chula Vista, picking that up. It was just awesome, man. You
Chula Vista.
you truly built and molded my brain and the way of thinking.
Really? I don't want all that.
I was well, I was never religious, and the bulk of your lyrics are always based on religion. And I was just like,
in
oh.
a sense.
In a
yes,
sense.
in
Yeah,
a
I mean, it's
sense.
double
I
entendre.
have my ways. Yeah.
You have your ways, but I was never really much into religion, so that component didn't
Here's
really
the
touch.
thi-
Go
the
ahead.
thing was, I was not either.
I think
And I was trying to get questions out from the inside.
Ooh.
Yeah, so trying to talk to people like yourself and, answering questions that I had. And then it turns out people like you had too, I guess. So
I
found that
didn't
out.
have questions.
You I'm sure. Yeah, you had all the answers.
Never that.
I know.
I just played mute, Barry. Needless to say, I'm
Needless to
excited to
say,
have
I'm excited to
Joshua
have Joshua
Kemble
Kemble
here.
here.
It's a clap
today,
again.
bro. The clap for
clap for
Joshua
Joshua
Kemble. Oh, there it is. You're gonna make us weird. You're gonna make us weird. Let me get through the beginning intro, bro.
Oh, I thought
Let me get through the intro.
This is going to be a 2-hour episode.
Roll to sponsor screen, brought to you by, hey guys, as you know, everything we do here at Emo Brown
thanks
is
for the
brought
good
to you by
words.
the wonderful people at 3 Punk Ales. 3 Punk Ales located in 2 locations, Chula Vista and Little Italia on India Street, right next to Mona Lisa's. Pick up your dough. That's what I'm saying.
Mona Lisa, really good.
Today, I'm having La Flama Blanca.
I'm
bro.
having it too.
Yeah, what do you think of Flama Blanca, brother?
It's I would say it's the top 2 beers in all of San Diego County.
That style?
Flama Blanca, this particular beer.
Oh, wow. You rank it amongst all of the beers,
All beers.
not just a Mexican lager.
Right.
Oh, wow. This is a really good beer.
This is one of the first craft, I think, Mexican lagers I had in all of San Diego County.
Very nice.
And it's really good.
We've been doing it for a minute.
I know. You had this beer when I went and visited 3 Punk Ales when 3 Punk Ales was all wood framed.
All wood frame, bro.
Dogwood framed?
Oh, there it is. BJ's here. BJ's here. He'll be piping in from time
Doing
to
a
time.
stand-up routine over there.
Make sure you pay us a visit. We got a lot of cool stuff going. You can always buy
Flama
4
Blanca.
packs of Flama
The
Blanca.
White Flame.
Brapa, the White Flame, alias Kenny Powers. Some would say. Some would say not. Things coming up.
What do we got?
We have
You always got stuff going on.
Taco Tuesday trivia, bro. It's back. We had to take a break because the Padres kept on playing on Tuesdays for the playoffs. Yeah, that died.
Yeah.
Everything dies.
Oh God.
My faith in
Okay.
you. My faith in you will
He's
never
made it a
die.
goal to every paragraph today have a Dogwood lyric in it.
I'll give you a paragraph.
Well, nothing means
A
everything.
pair of graphs.
Hey,
yes,
hey,
that's a good one.
I'm the captain of this paper boat, my
Okay,
friend.
He's doing all of them. They're just all coming out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, chapter 3 is coming to a close.
Flama Blanca available. I read
Flama
4-pack,
Blanca.
6-packs. I brought one today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Trivia's back though. Trivia's back. Taco Tuesday.
Are you the host?
Trivia. No. Then we have a cool crew at the Sunset Trivia Company.
Oh, they do it.
They do. They come down. They hold it. They hold it
They
down.
They're like the
Yeah.
trivia titans.
Yes. Well,
Literally.
you know what? I'm a big fan of true crime trivia night. But they don't do it as frequently.
That's different though, right?
Yeah,
That's
very much so. She
yeah.
she had mentioned to me that she wanted to do one in October, but I never
like
heard.
spooky kinda?
Yeah. So whenever they're ready, we're always down to have them. I love them. They're great people.
I like fake crime.
Go ahead.
Like not true crime.
Mm-hmm.
False crime.
Very nice.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There he is.
That's it.
Mr. Daddy jokes, bro. This,
No,
this
no,
guy.
I'm serious. I wanna,
The older I got for my love for Dogwood, it
What?
soon
No,
became
like,
apparent
like
to
on
me.
Halloween when you
It
like
soon became apparent to me that I was like, wow, it was a high
Apparent.
school phase. It was a high school.
it was a phase,
a
mom.
phase,
It
Mom.
was a phase, mom.
It was never a phase.
These
I'm
are
a
all
big
emo-
fan.
emo
But
jokes.
hey, I can't get to Chula Vista the trivia night. I live in North County. I live in Mid City. I live in East
They're
County.
everywhere.
I don't want to go to Chula Vista. Well, don't you worry. Because every Tuesday at Three Pangeos, Little Italy, we also have a nice little night of music and vinyl.
Really?
You have vinyl now, right?
You get options.
You have vinyl.
It will be here soon.
When can I purchase that?
If you didn't use your pre-order, then you
didn't.
can get it on Halloween morning.
Can I just give you money now and you bring it to me?
Shut up
Or
and
I
take
meet
my
you?
money.
I want that. Because I want to go. Hit me with that shit. I want to go on a Tuesday to Little Italy.
Me too.
And share my
No
record
scratching.
with everyone. Okay? Turntable Tuesday at Three Pangeos, Little Italy. I like that shit. Signups for 5 to 10, 30-minute sets. I'm going to
That's
take
dope.
my More Than Conquerors. Or what are you selling right now? What are you selling
Well,
in
on
vinyl?
vinyl, the Building a Better Me one is the one that's coming out next.
Say less.
And then right after that sells out on Halloween, we're hoping it'll all sell out of the quantity that was
will.
made. We're gonna redo Through Thick and Thin on vinyl, which is your jam. Yes. So that's back to your phase. So that'll be out coming soon. That one's on People of Punk Rock Records.
Oh, very nice. Hey,
So
man,
that could be in your
congratulations.
hand before the end of this year at Little Italy.
What could be in my hand ASAP?
I'll tell you what could be. Oh,
No, here we go.
Probably
CJ.
besides
Too early,
BJ,
not 10 minutes.
Aside from BJ.
Uh-huh.
So that record will be coming in to us, I think by, I want to say Thanksgiving. For
Okay.
Building a Better Me.
All right.
Yeah.
Oof.
I
I'm
want
in.
to say that.
I want to spin something at Little Italy, and I want it to be that.
we haven't
Chirpy,
since like the
chirpy,
first one, or
Yeah,
like
we went
near
to like
the first one.
first few,
Yeah.
and then we just haven't
Those are
gone
fun
back.
events.
They
Those are
are
fun
fun,
events,
bro,
yeah.
because everybody, it's an eclectic mix. Flowers time. Give a little some flowers to my homie Luis down in Little Italy. He's
Shout out
killing it.
Luis,
Shout out
yeah.
Luis.
Friend of the
bro.
show.
Shout out Luis. He's killing it down there. He's doing his thing, bro. He's single-handedly with an awesome staff turning Little Italy into a force to be reckoned with.
Ooh.
He's setting up events. He's doing all of the things. I know every Saturday not every Saturday rather, once a Saturday a month, he has like an art show, like an ode,
That's
an
fun.
homage to a local artist where they bring out their work and everything. Big fans of that. Awesome time coming. Good on Luis. Just released new glassware. We sell it all down there, bro. It's
That's
not
awesome.
like a tasting room. We've come to the idea that it's like a beer cafe.
Okay.
You know, it's a beer cafe because you go in there
Trademarked.
and you just feel smarter. Like I feel awesome. I feel smart for coming here. It was the intelligent choice to come to Little Italy
Yeah.
in this street.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
So
And
join us, Barry. When are we
Great,
going next?
Great.
Let's pick a Tuesday.
I say we all go on Tuesday on a Tuesday.
Let's bring our Dogwood records.
Do you have any Dogwood records?
No, this will be the
This
first.
will be the-
This will be the very first one.
You bring a record.
As soon
I
as I
bring
get
a
it-
record. You
know
bring a
what?
record.
I got
know
a
what?
record to bring.
Yeah. Which
As soon
one
as
would
I
you
get
do?
one in my hands,
Go ahead.
we'll do the thing and
Yeah?
I'll go and we'll play it there.
And you'll
a
spin it.
listening party.
You'll spin it.
Sure.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm just putting it on the record player and it's spinning.
Okay,
really
I don't fanboy very often. And before the show started, I was hella fanboying.
Is
we
that
got
what
it on
fanboy-
record.
Is that fanboying?
You got it on record? Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking huge fan of you. And then we became comrades, friends, right? We became friends.
You have to change comrades to friends these
Yeah,
days.
are
yeah.
you? Yeah, we do. And we had to change the name of a beer from Putting on the Riz to just,
Are you serious?
No, we don't change names.
Oh,
We're friends. Acquaintances.
we're friends.
We're acquaintances. We're friendly.
What?
You know,
us?
yeah, you and I.
You follow each other.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Josh.
I know.
Josh,
I
everything
know all the. I know, but I look at it as, do we know each other's family members' names? And I would say yes.
Okay.
You might not know mine. I don't care.
Rhythm.
Just kidding.
I've met him a few times.
I'm just saying. I mean, I've literally been in your treehouse.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been on the
in your
compound.
treehouse,
He's been in the Garcia compound.
I set fire to your Bronco.
Oh, don't say that, dude. Things are going good, bro. Things are going good. I'm still trying to find out who did that deviant action.
kidding.
No, but yeah, it was a
wasn't me.
fanboy moment. Big fan. Your music and your bandmates totally changed the direction of my life and that era of music, bro. It was good. Just simply music did it.
Wow, thank you.
One of my favorite albums by you guys is More Than Conquerors. I remember
it well.
buying that in the San Diego State area music trader, followed by a nice dish of Wings and Things, which located right next door.
Still there?
Probably. No, it isn't.
Well, they moved a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And probably had a beer. It was an awesome time, dude. And it was an awesome time for music.
Awesome time in life.
We'll get into everything that you are about
will.
music and all that.
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet, dude.
Oh.
Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
Chapter 4.
Spotify. Where do you listen to this podcast?
What do you mean?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
if
YouTube.
I'm streaming it?
Yeah.
I typically do most of my podcasting listening on Apple Podcasts.
okay.
Because only because I download them and then I listen to them while I'm driving. So I don't
That's such
stream
an old man thing to do.
No, I'm not like always streaming my data and stuff.
I
like
get
that.
my
Why?
podcast on 8-track.
And I listen to Spotify if I'm at home or on Wi-Fi.
Okay, well done.
Yeah.
Look at you. That was a very in-depth answer by Joshua
No, I have a lot of
Kemble.
I have strategies. I do for sure.
Let's get into little updates for the social club.
I do YouTube.
You
I do YouTube too.
Yeah?
I do
Tutu?
YouTube.
All right, we'll get into that.
YouTube.
Calm down, Get
This is
into
the segment we call members only.
Members only, brought to you by
Hey.
Liquid Death, everybody. That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Everything is sponsored by somebody. Somebody is sponsored by
Slaughterberry.
everyone.
There's a
Members
price on
only, presented by Liquid Death. This is what's going on in the wild world of the social club, the foundation, and all of the things. Even
Members
Emo
only
Brown,
jackets.
Emo Brown Media. Even Emo
Let's
Brown
bring it
Media.
back.
Let's bring it back.
Dude,
Let's make it happen.
it's been too long.
It hasn't even started yet. Well, gang, don't you forget, First Fridays is coming
Dang it.
up very soon. Don't have the exact date, but the first Friday in the month of November, we, the foundation, will be slanging beers at 3 Punk Ales, doing the thing. Don't forget, all tips that day go directly to the Emo Brown Foundation, doing good in the
Isn't it
hood.
November 1st?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Join us November 1st. November 1st at 3rd Avenue,
And I'm a
Chula
date.
Vista, 6 p.m. to midnight. We will be slinging chelas. Myself, Gus, Cesar Torres, El Profe, Aisha, and the homie Chicle.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and even VJ and myself will be there holding it down, bro.
like
doing things, doing amazing things for the community.
What are you doing?
Slinging beer.
I mean,
then
what are you
using-
doing for the community?
Using that money to purchase things for the local elementary school. Just,
I love that.
We just get
No,
down.
I love that.
We're all about it.
Just a little something.
Weekly bike rides, they're there. Thank you, Sparky, for leading them. I think J-Clip is still doing them as well. Somebody's
J-Clip,
there.
Yeah.
Somebody's out there hanging out. So
Somebody's
Sundays,
doing something.
Somebody's doing something with the
Somebody's
bike
doing
rides. I
something.
need to get more involved. Upcoming events here at the warehouse, BJ. This is a good one. I've been looking forward to this one. The Emo Brown Art Department presents
Yes.
October 26th, Dia de los Muertos, brought to you by Selena and Chicle, Choque, and the Emo Brown Art Department
That's
present
dope.
Dia de los Muertos,
That's dope.
a group art show, community ofrenda. Join us and celebrate life with music, vendors, food, and more. That's right, this Saturday from 12 to 4, cruise it or lose it. All Emo Brown Art Department events are sponsored by the Fantastic Four, dude. Mason Ale Works, Gas Slum, 3 Punk Ales, and Swell Craft Sodas.
So good.
Castellum.
Okay. You could have stopped me, but you laughed instead.
No, I didn't. I wanted to
ESL.
give you a moment to finish your sentence.
ESL.
I'm educated.
English is my second language.
Caesar
Okay?
corrected you. I'm doing it for Caesar. I do it for
felt
Caesar.
I did feel him. Cruise on down here, 6 and 9 Marsott Court, Suite B, 12 to 4. I hear that if you are encouraged to bring a photo of a loved one, of lost loved one, not an original is what I've been told to tell you guys. Do not bring an original because we don't know when you'll get them back, if at all. Bring a copy. You know, if you can frame it at home, frame it up. What does that mean? I don't know. Get 4 pieces of popsicles. Get 4 popsicle sticks and just staple it onto there.
Sound effects.
DIY, a DIY frame. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Time to honor those we've lost. And the number is growing by the day because that's how life works. Born to die. My faith in you will
Chapter
never
5.
die.
Chapter 5.
Everything dies. All of the things.
Wow.
Cruise out, BJ. I want to see you here. And what goes on the day after that, Barry?
Well, speaking of, we got a memorial service kind of fundraiser for someone close to my family. This is Fernanda's cousin, passed suddenly, and they're going to be doing a little fundraiser just to kind of take care of the loose ends of all the, cremation fees and all the stuff that comes that you don't think at the end, and kind of set his mom up a little bit because he was the primary breadwinner in that family, taking care of his mom. So they're trying to set her up. And so come on out the 28th, 27th.
Is there a GoFundMe link?
There is a GoFundMe.
Shoot it over our way
I
so
will
we can
shoot it
share
too.
it.
We'll
Yeah.
repost that. But also, this is another big way you can do it. Come on out. The day after on Sunday, we're going to be doing this donation-based mini sessions, which is photography. If you want to come out, get some family photos, dog photos, promo photos, whatever kind of pictures you want. Fernanda's cousin, Bianca, is going to be handling that. The real queen. She'll be out there.
Real queen.
Taking great photos, and you can basically name your price for them. There'll also be beer, nachos, all sorts of things for sale. So
Whoa, nachos?
nachos.
Say less.
Bro, say more. What
So-
else is there?
Or say more, okay?
Beer, soda. Liquid Death is going to come by. Hooks up. So
Is he coming?
yeah. So shout out to
Christian
Christian
Souza,
Good
bro.
guy.
Christian Souza. I hate that you're a Dodger fan because you're such a stand-up guy, bro. You go again, you represent everything that is not Dodger fandom in one persona. Good on you.
Oh, so he's a good person.
He's a great person, dog. He's a stand-up guy. Big ups, bro. Hey, good
Told
on
how I
you,
feel about
BJ.
it. Yeah, that sounds like a good event.
Good on you for setting up, using this platform to do something good. That's awesome.
Hey, they asked. I did it. It's easy.
Hey, somebody's got to.
Somebody has to do the good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, this last week we were nominated to join an event at the Belly High, put on by the Lincoln Club. Lincoln Club seems to be a very I don't know, man. I won't delve into what it is, what it does, but they gave 6 to 8 nonprofit organizations an opportunity to win $4,000.
The Lincoln Club.
Yeah, it's because they're very politically tied, and
Like
people.
Abraham Lincoln?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so.
Like Lincoln Logs?
Lincoln Financial?
I didn't delve too deep into
better-
the name
Lincoln
and
Park.
the orange. Lincoln Park, bro.
Lincoln Park is out there giving the
Lincoln Acres, a national city. No, Lincoln Club is they're very politically tied, and now during the politics.
Oh,
everybody-
Lincoln Bio.
I don't know.
Lincoln Bio.
Lincoln Bio. Oh, we'll never bring Josh back.
Okay.
We'll talk about ADD and
Valley High.
all the things later.
This is the perfect episode.
This is a perfect episode for that. Dude. We were out there. We were one of the foundations that was given the opportunity. Somebody nominated us by the name of Andy Bauman. Bauman family, if you didn't know, are the owners, operators of Tom Hams and the Belly High.
people here.
So there we are with young Andy and his beautiful wife. There's Chicle. Myself in the background just, trying to get in
Look
there.
at you.
Hey,
What are
let
you
me in,
doing?
guys. I just want to play. We had the opportunity to go out there and
Cute.
talk about the foundation. Go back to the other photo, sir. Go back to there we are. Just talk about the foundation, what we do, how we do, why we do, what would we do with $4,000 if we won. And it was a raffle, and we implored all of our
God.
members to go out there and visit. A few of you guys did. And I'll go ahead and talk about who was there. Awesome time meeting Andy Bauman. We will definitely be sitting down and spending a little local love episode with him. I had one Mai Tai, bro. Oh
That's
my
all you
God.
need.
Yeah,
That is
that's kinda
all
what you
you
need.
needed.
I don't know how they do that, but they do it. And
Word on the street is you can only have 2.
That's the original AMF, right?
Adios, motherfucker. Great
Yes.
drink, great people.
but the thing is, it tastes still like a good beverage. It's not like insane. Like
it was hot. It was a hot one.
well, yeah, but
It was very boozy.
did you feel like you needed more?
one was enough for me?
That's what I'm saying.
One was enough.
They do it right.
They
You could
did it
taste the
perfect.
hangover coming.
Yeah. He said he's going
Well-
to come in here and make some for us when he does the show. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can drink 3 if I'm here. If I'm here, home court advantage.
Yeah.
I'm in, bro.
We've done some work.
Yeah, I'll put in work. Big ups for hosting this event for the Lincoln Club. Big ups to the Lincoln Club, bro. I don't know too much about them, but I know that I like them. I know that I'm a big
better do
fan
some
now.
research.
They grace us. Why? I should. Huh?
I don't know.
They grace us with $500. I'm easy.
That's cool.
I'm very easy. Big winner, big foundation winner of the day that day with a $4,000 prize went to the Wounded Warriors. Got an opportunity to meet one of the
I do
board
like
members
them.
there. Awesome foundation. We got to meet Oak. Oak is another foundation that was there. They deal specifically in the taking care of young children with cancer, oncology. So got to an opportunity to meet with them. Great foundations all the way around. Big winners were obviously Wounded Warriors. We were able to win $500 for the foundation. So it was win-win all around. Had an awesome Mai Tai. We went upstairs. Andy said, do you guys want to go have some dinner? We were like, boy, do we. So the whole foundation and a couple of our members went up to have dinner. And it was cool, man. If you have that picture, BJ, now's the time. You were so picture hungry earlier.
Looks like you guys were on a diet, though.
Look
What's
at
on
us,
the
bro.
plates?
Look at that, bro. We were on a date. If you see me and
That's a
Gus,
good
we're
view.
holding hands.
That's a great
This
view.
guy was not happy to be part of that date.
Oh, no, he was not happy. If you look to the back.
He was the
cover
loser
that.
of the.
We'll
He didn't
just
get the.
Oh, look,
award.
Estela was there. She was one of the members that showed up. Big up Prima Estela. If you scroll right behind me, that's Eddie and his lovely lady. Eddie came through. Some people know him as, midlife craft artist. I know him as the creator of all things Emo Brown, the car. Look at this.
Look
That's
at that.
Look at this. It's I got the golden ticket. But in all reality, you open it up.
It's that clack.
That's
clack.
right. The new clack clacks are here, everybody.
clack yourself.
For those of you who have not received your new clack clack,
Even
there's
the
a company.
case clacks. Look at
Get at me. Send me a DM.
How does he make that? What do you
Send
mean?
me an
What does he do?
email to info@Emo Brown, and we'll get you going. He has a laser engraver. He does this. That's what he does. He creates leather goods, leather products.
looks
He's given me a bunch of cool stuff. And every time he gives me new cards, he has like a presentation package. I'm gonna use this to put my joints in there.
I want a box like that for my microphone. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You have a little mic.
I have a lot of mics.
This little?
Do you have a big
I
mic?
do have one that's that little, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lapel mic.
I have some lapel mics. I have a little, basically a Shure SM Mini.
You're a musician.
Yeah, but I only have microphones. That's all I really do.
Get at me, info@Emo Brown. Send us an email if you haven't gotten your card yet. Come to the event. Come here on Saturday, October 26th, for the art department Dia de los Muertos event. We'll be slinging beers, nachos, all of the things. This whole weekend is going to be filled with food.
On
Ugh.
Sunday.
Awesome time. Anything for you to update, sir?
For me, just the big one on Saturday. Unfortunately, I don't get to join you guys because I'll be playing the Halloween Spooktacular over at South Park Horror House.
We'll be going.
Yeah.
Wifey was telling me that we should do something like that with the kids, so we'll be heading out your way.
And I'm playing fairly early. I'm playing like 6:15 to 7 o'clock. So
Perfect.
Still get in bed for the early rise the next day.
No, for Danny Flo.
For Danny Flo.
Danny Flo is that evening.
Oh yeah. Well, we still have an offer of tickets.
There is an
There is
an
offer of
outside
2
chance.
tickets.
Is there? Okay, we have
He
two
hit me up
ticket
this
offer.
morning.
Okay, we could get those 2 tickets. Solidify them. Okay. I also have an offer pending for a table with a bottle for us.
Delivered by Danny Flo.
No. I mean, I've never been to this club, so I don't know how it works. But apparently, it's Club Park, and
PARQ.
Q.
yes, UE. Club
Parque.
Parque, I love you.
Parque.
Margarine.
I'm excited. I don't know if I'm going to go yet. I would love to go, but it's a fucking Saturday
In the club.
in the evening.
We're off on
at a
Sundays.
club, dude.
You don't sound like the clubbing type.
I'm not. Look at me. The only club
Well,
I'm
right
a
now
part
you
of is
look like-
tribal.
you look-
Oof.
Oh,
look at
okay.
that, dog.
Look at that.
You know what? It's time to
I
share
just
some
don't bow
flags.
down to corporate sponsorship.
Take it easy, Garth.
So people are waiting for the money, and that's sad.
Refresh my memory. What is the offer on the table right now by the homie Yakovich?
2 tickets.
Okay.
To Danny Flo.
All right.
That's as far as I know.
I need more.
They were
Entice me. Why? Why am I going to leave my humble abode on a Saturday?
Call me.
You should be enticing me. I don't like Danny Flo like you do, but I'll go with you.
You'll go?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Oh, man. Dog, that's going to be
We would
so
have a good
awesome.
time.
Name one Danny Flo song.
Martillazo dell'anno.
Delano.
Dell'anno. Sorry. That's it.
There you
Easy
go,
part.
bro. Wifey still doesn't like when I do that because I'll just do that around the house, and I'll hear one little high pitched voice. Martillazo Delano. They have no idea what they're saying, but that is music.
All right.
You're a musician.
Chapter 6.
I might be down, bro.
Yeah.
I might be
You should
down
do
to
that.
go to that. Yeah.
Anytime you get, I feel like even if you don't stay for the whole show
Good.
or the club or whatever, the club, just go. Someone's offering you this thing, and think people offer things to you sometimes because they want you to accept the gift. You should take that gift, even if you're not there for like 3 hours or 1 hour, whatever. You just show up, make some face. Maybe you'll have a good time, maybe whatever. But you like do the thing, and then the person that gave you the gift is like, even if it's it's Yakovich, you'd be like stoked to see you. Hey, what's up? Like you came. You like if I'm on the guest list somewhere, even if I don't really want to go to the show, I'll try to get there and do some like just make sure that they know that I used the name on the guest list and stuff like that. Like
Sign a couple
They went
people's
out of their
tickets.
way, bust out the Sharpies, whatever.
Bust out the Sharpie.
No, but like if someone like if he's saying I have two things for you, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going?
At least go.
I think
at
we're
least,
going.
at least
Dude, the
something.
show's at 7:30.
He ain't playing at 7:30.
Why not?
He's Danny Flo. There's gonna be like an opener.
There's
like
2
a
shows.
DJ.
Do you know who
There's
this
a
is?
yes. There's a 7:30 and a 10:30.
He does a matinee.
Yeah, bro.
Danny Flo
for,
does a
for
matinee.
his
That's hard to
over
believe.
40 crowd, bro.
Exactly. That's probably
For
why.
the
Then we're
over
going
40
we're going
crowd.
early.
Enough about Danny Flo.
Okay.
Never enough.
There's never enough, really. Let's talk about Dogwood, bro.
Oof.
What have you been up to? Why are you here?
Why am I here? That's a good question. Let's see. So, I just recently came back from Furnace Fest. We played in We played in Alabama.
Alabama.
Birmingham. That's
Roll
really
Tide.
cool.
Where the
Really
stars are
cool.
big and bright.
Sure. In Texas and Alabama.
Nice.
It was this really cool historical landmark called the Sloss Furnaces, and anyways, they do the festival there, and we played, and it was amazing. There was thousands of people there, and like we had friends and fans from all over the world.
Look at you.
Hey, oh, those are good pictures. Hey, I forgot to change. I was just wearing like the clothes I was lounging about in, but whatever.
But that's you,
That's
bro.
punk rock.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me doing my thing.
Yeah.
And the band, and we had fun, and it was just a good thing to do. It was over the first weekend of this month just passed, and it was inspiring to see a bunch of other bands, and we were one of the punk rock bands at the festival. It's kind of a metal and hardcore festival, but we still had a good turnout, good crowd. I didn't know we had so many loyal fans.
Oh,
after
be
all the
quiet.
years. No, well, I mean, we don't really think about it like that because we're not like full time or anything, and we haven't played for a long time.
Prior to this festival, what was the last show you guys played as a whole?
This lineup was 2017.
Yeah.
We played in North Park and in Ventura.
It wasn't 2017, was it?
Yeah.
The Chain Reaction show and the Observatory show?
Yeah, MXPX.
The one with
Five
MXPX?
Yeah.
I was there.
2017.
I was there.
Yeah. So like so who knows? So now that we played, everyone's like stoked. We might do some more stuff. We might do festivals. But I just really, even if I didn't play anywhere, that would be a good show to end on. But I
don't like that talk.
I want to do at least some more for my kids.
Oh.
And for you.
Thank you.
So we'll see what that's what the plans entail.
Because now the kids are older.
The kids are older,
So they get an
know,
opportunity
but
to
they're not
relish in
21.
what daddy
But they're not
does.
21, so
Okay.
we have to
But
figure
they're with
out.
the band.
Yeah,
Give them a guitar, let them walk in.
yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm with the band.
Sup, bro?
I
That's
remember
my dad.
I remember when we were young, we played, and we weren't allowed to go into the show until we played. Like if we were under 21, like Belly Up, we did.
Yeah.
And
You have to wait outside.
You have to wait outside. Yeah. So we did some of that. So, but it's good. It's just good to know that, because I feel like we passed the torch to a bunch of other musicians, BJ and a bunch of other bands in San Diego when we stopped playing full time and stuff like that. But it's good. It's just fun to get out there.
Did it feel like the last show?
No. It felt when I'm up there, I just kind of like black out and just do the songs, and I'm with the audience and the crowd, and I'm stage diving and hurting myself, all for the fun of it, right? But I'm just there. I'm totally like immersed in the noise and the chaos of it all. My ADHD is in like very low mode. I'm not like I'm super stimulated, but I'm not like I'm hyper focused.
Peak performance.
Peak performance, just like.
And you have a healthy outlet for it right there. So
That's a very healthy outlet. Because our music's not like violent hardcore or like we just have fun.
Yeah.
If you see the pictures, I'm like smiling in most of the pictures.
You're one of the coolest, quote unquote, rock stars I think I've ever met.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like you're very chill. You're very humble. You're very, very approachable, as evident by me harassing you over the years. Like
well, I just feel like why not? Why
Yeah.
not do that?
Yeah.
Because I'm not like wearing sunglasses indoors kind of guy.
Can you go back to the picture where he's wearing sunglasses indoors, please?
That was outside.
Oh, that looks like you're underneath something.
That's
That's
outside
crazy.
the North Park Library.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
we're gonna. It was just a really good time. Like I think I'm always humbled to do stuff like that, and to know that people want to buy my lyric books or my records or what we did a coffee.
Whoa,
or
there's a lyric book.
There's a lyric book, just printed, just released. I wrote a bunch of lyrics and
Do you
poems
have
and
one with you?
originals. I got some. I brought some for you guys.
Let me see it, dog. Stop playing.
Check it out.
Look at that.
Nothing means everything. It's just a compilation of stuff over the years. I got pictures and stuff like that, but I did all the design and stuff like that. And
This is a Joshua Kemble original.
check it out
Thank
for you.
dog. Look at that.
Check it out. BJ's got one too.
There it is,
Lyrics,
bro.
poems, tour
Use your
journals.
words.
Like over
Let's
the years,
open this.
I was gonna do one before we even started doing Furnace Fest. I was gonna just put this out because I have so much stuff. Because I got something to say. Like I have all these things written down because I was writing stuff before the band even started.
Oh man, this is so cool.
But it's like descriptions of what I was feeling when I wrote it. But I got vulnerable in there. I got topical. I wrote about some of the songs that maybe some stuff that hasn't been released, and just different stuff. It was just fun to do. It's short, but it took a long time to actually like write it down and put my feelings into it. And I don't
It's a
know,
passion
get it out there.
project.
It's a passion project, and but it's cool to see something tangible. Like
This is awesome, bro. This is something you should definitely be proud of. And
Yeah, it's cool. Like my kid, I wrote it so my kids could understand the songs. Really, like what's
Okay.
this song about? What's this song about? Why are you talking about like
God.
child abuse or the whatever I was talking about in the songs. Or,
God.
Yeah, but or what does that mean? Like, why are you talking about God? Like, why, like what these things? Because I basically question everything through my whole life. I was questioning the church and religion.
Why?
Like, because
That's punk rock.
because I had a shitty childhood. Because I had an abusive family, and like, but the same family was trying to take us to church, and I'm like, what's going on here? Cause
Counterproductive, hypocritical.
all that stuff. So I saw all the hypocrisy in religion and the church, and I was trying to come at it from an angle of a questioning kid. Like, what's this all about? Like,
And I think that pierced through, because I've never been religious. I did the
Right.
whole religious thing.
Right.
If it's put a check mark next to all of the things: baptism, confirmation, first communion, todo el pedo. I just went through the motions because that's what we were expected to do as children of
Yeah.
a Catholic home. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And I did it, but the whole time I was kind of like, why?
Well, I was raised Catholic because born into the Mexican family, of course, and then
You're Mexican, bro?
yeah, family's from Guanajuato.
Do it again.
Thank you. Guanajuato.
When's the last time you've been there?
I need to go. again.
Have you never gone?
Yeah, not that I can remember. No.
No.
I need to go.
I've never gone to Guanajuato.
Yeah.
I want to go to Guanajuato, bro.
Let's go.
Oof.
Let's just go right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's the
Show's over.
It's the worst time to go. You wouldn't get a room between now and like the middle of November is the busiest time to go to Guanajuato because
of
of
the
Dia de
spooky
los
season?
Muertos,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
The mummies and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I believe you. But like, and then so raised Catholic. Then we started. My mom remarried and then started going to the church. But I was like, this is not right. This doesn't feel good, or the way that they're teaching how things should be.
They're not practicing what they preach.
Exactly. Literally not practicing. I mean, some people were, but like there's still a lot of tomfoolery and bullshit.
Ballyhoo.
Skullduggery. And so I was just always questioning that, because also other people, like in high school or whatever, because I started the band like late after high school or whatever, or sorry, late high school or right after high school. And I was like, some of the people are like, oh, do you write about this? Can you write a song about this? Because I have these questions and blah, blah, blah. And I was just trying to like get words out, like get songs out. And I had all these poems and stuff that people were asking me to write about. So why not, give a voice to the voiceless kind of thing, people who are too afraid to maybe ask their parents.
You were the guy.
Oh, I thought I was trying to be. Yeah. So ruffling a lot of feathers.
Really?
Still am.
How?
Just asking these questions. Like,
How is that?
You're not allowed to question authority or the church or anything like that. But I always did, and it got me in a lot of trouble. But I was here for it, and because I could handle that. And yeah, even throughout the years, people are still questioning me about things that I wrote about. But hey, you know what? That's what art is. And if art isn't really ruffling feathers or making people think or believe certain things, then I don't think that it's good art. So I think that I want to keep doing that. I want to continue writing songs, writing poems and lyrics and stuff, like helping other people make music, because it like you said, it's
You do that a lot.
I do that a lot.
You do that a lot.
that.
I feel like you take a lot of
I do be
musicians
doing
under
that.
your wing and
Yeah.
just kind of like show them
Trying to.
them the way.
Yeah, trying to.
Like, this is what I did.
This is what I did. This is how you do it. Like showing people how to do stuff. Just
Setting
like
up
I do.
tours.
Yeah, I do it with culinary or music or whatever. So
You're a teacher.
yeah, it's one of my natural giftings is showing people how to do that, because
Show me how to put on a Dogwood show here. Teach me that.
Step one, start here in the podcast room. Mm-hmm. We'll go from there.
Nice.
But yeah, I would love to.
San Diego shows
do
coming,
some
you
stuff.
think, or what?
I think that eventually there's going to have to be some kind of San Diego show.
Have to be.
There's going to have to be the culmination of everything, like all the old Soma shows and everything that we did in the past. We could either play with the homies, like all the homie bands, like POD, and all the new bands, like New Aesthetic, and
Go ahead.
all the
Friends of the show, all of them that you
yeah,
mentioned.
that's what I'm saying. So, and then like all the in-betweeners that you haven't had on, but that are still like pretty big San Diego names,
No Innocent Victim.
Innocent Victim and Pierce the Veil and all the all the
Unwritten
bands
Law.
that are Seyo Sin,
Unwritten Law, say it.
Everyone that's
Say it with your chest.
Unwritten Law.
There you go.
Yeah, those are so all the homies that we used to play with who are still musicians, still doing the thing. I think San Diego needs a music festival. That's
Strictly
punk.
music, strictly San Diego music.
Well, even at Ferns Fest, there was like, I don't know, about 10 or 12 San Diego bands that were, scheduled and played and stuff like that. And it was a pretty good following just from San Diego. So we have a really good music scene here. Kind of, but we need a, like Punk in the Park is coming, and that's none of the bands are, I shouldn't say none of them. There might be some San Diego bands playing, but it's not a San Diego music festival.
No.
By any
Any
I know there was
stretch of
My
words.
Town. Shout out to My Town. That was really cool. And then like some other things, but like we need something that's going to bring people in from other cities and say, look at this scene.
Ah,
You know
just
what I
keep
mean?
it for us.
Okay, sure. We
My
can do that too.
first
Keep it
Dogwood
in this
show.
room.
My first Dogwood show was on accident.
What's that?
It was a side stage Soma show.
Shout out.
It was you.
Metro?
Yeah. Morena.
Yep.
Morena Boulevard.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was you guys opening. So it was in the early days for Dogwood. And it was Bouncing Souls' first show in San Diego.
Oh, the side stage. So
Side stage. I think it was you.
Viking Mike was the security guy, right? Like
Yeah, the big old dude, bro. It
So
was
awesome.
you guys, Dogwood, Millen Collin, and Bouncing Souls.
That sounds like a great show.
And it was empty. It was
Steve's favorites.
dude. It was the greatest show ever. But there was like nobody there. There was like
I believe that. That sounds
25 people
that
there.
sounds about right.
Yeah, but I was like, where are all these motherfuckers, homie? This is a great ass show.
I mean, we got to play some really good shows at Soma for sure. We got to open for a lot of good bands. I mean, that's probably where I met you at Soma side stage. You know, like in the dark,
Throwing them cassettes, bro.
throwing cassettes.
Let us open for you, and it's like
Three-piece scandal condoms.
Yeah, it's like no, this is way before the 3-piece scandal prophylactics. I was throwing our tape up there, like, hey, let us play with you guys.
Probably.
And you just told me to go fuck myself.
I probably did not. Yeah, but yeah.
Probably threw a soda can at you.
I don't know. I just I have a really big everything good in my life has come from music.
Good for you,
From
bro.
from the punk and hardcore scene. Because outside of Dogwood and like the skate punk and stuff like that, I'm really into like hardcore and metal too. And there's a lot of good bands coming from Mexico and from all over the world. But I don't know as much as I do from the West Coast and Mexico. So all those bands get to go and travel across and spread the good gospel of their genre, right? So like it's just fun to be part of multiple scenes and genres in that regard. So I really like doing that. I go to concerts like 3 times a week.
You said that, bro. You're a big concert goer.
I do love concerts.
Do you want to go watch Danny Flow with us?
Well, there's only 2 tickets. so-
Yakovich is going to add a third right now, bro.
Thanks. Are you listening live right now? Are you getting this? Yeah, I had him on my shows.
Yako,
He's
can
fun.
you hear
Yeah.
me?
Hey, imagine fucking this guy at Dogwood. Or I'm sorry, at Danny Flow.
I try not to
The
imagine doing that.
collaboration that nobody knew they needed.
Which
Danny
one?
Flow and Dogwood.
Oh, and myself. Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Doggy Flow.
Joshy Flow.
Doggy
yeah, Doggy.
Flow. Danny's Wood.
Don't tell him I said that. Don't
Danny's
tell him I
Wood.
said that either.
Where can people find this? Nothing Means Everything.
Oh,
Gem of a book.
Well, I got physical copies. I'll try to sell them to like some of the local places like Verbatim or anything like that. But there's also digital copies. I got a link in my own bio. Lincoln.
Lincoln.
And then it's
Lincoln
on
Club.
Kindle. It's on a company called Amazon.com.
Heard of them.
Yep.
Bezos.
Up and coming. And so it's on there. It's all there. And yeah, if I know you and it's a physical copy, I can write a little haiku in it or something like that. You know?
Audiobook coming?
Audio. I should, huh?
Yeah.
You can record that
It's just
right
not as,
here.
It's not as cool though because I put a bunch of graphics in there and
So?
pictures. I can do it.
Describe them.
I should do a reading.
Yeah, audio
I'll do a
description.
reading here.
I was gonna say,
we'll do a
would
literature
you
night.
be down to do it
Yeah.
a release?
Yeah.
You know, like where you come in, you sit down on the stage. You know, I don't know.
Cross-legged.
Yeah, we'll do something. We could have a
Smoking
nice,
jacket?
something
a
awesome.
story
bro.
night with Dallas.
Both of you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that
story
would be
night.
sick.
Me.
You would be down?
Yeah.
That would be sick, dude. Oh,
Some Flama Blanca on tap.
always. Joshua Kemble, awesome. Stick around. We got stories. We got current events. We got other
Current-
things, and I
yeah?
still want to tap into being a rock star, bro. That's fucking awesome.
I don't know. I do be cooking.
Yeah, we want to hear more about your cooking. But wait,
Rockstar
BJ,
chef.
it's time to jump into what segment are we going into now? What do you want?
Well, we did the members only. Do you want to start with something good or something bad?
Members
Tell me
only. We didn't quite
something
finish though, dude.
Okay, we can go back to that.
I wanted to talk about taking you to your first official like tribal tour.
Yes.
Like you went down to the warehouse. Look at you,
Hey.
bro. You got suited and booted. As you can see, there's the big homie Silk Cloud himself, El Compa Isaac Ruiz.
Give him one of these.
Look at it. Oh, he gets one of those. Give him the clap. What's up?
Hey.
Tribal Lager had a couple of those. When I'm not drinking Flama Blanca, you can rest assured I'm
Stop
drinking.
it. Stop
I'm
it.
drinking Tribal Lager. You thought I was going to go into another lyric right there, huh?
Well, you did.
Rest
but-
assured, Tribal Lager. Available at the Elwood,
It
bro.
was good. I was a fan.
Available at the Elwood. Cruise to the Elwood. Make it happen.
Use it for beer
Tribal
talk.
lager at the Elwood, but
Fl-
not 3 Punk.
It's illegal. Since both
yeah.
establishments, I'm in the ownership of both establishments, there's something called the 3-tier system.
Sure.
I can't make, I can't distribute, and I can't own the retail
This guy
place.
went to beer class at SDSU.
Yes, sir. I was part of the original
crew.
graduating class,
Yes.
bro. But yeah, make sure you find Tribal Lager there.
Lager.
You can come and get it at Elwood. I think we're one of the only spots in the South Bay that offers it.
So you can vouch for it. You vouch for Tribal Lager.
anytime I'm down there, I order one and I pound that thing. Dude. It's amazing.
Very poundable.
And he drinks it.
Very, very poundable.
He also drinks it.
BJ, you're drinking. You are sporting a little Silk Cloud love today, bro.
go.
Put the camera on you, dog.
You can't go wrong with
You
a
look
hot
so good.
anime girl.
You look
dude.
so
Look at
good.
that,
This is
bro.
fucking sick. Came
Big
with a
ups to
sticker.
Silk Cloud for always promoting what we do. Here's a little nice little image of Silk Cloud and everything they do, because they are also part of the Emo Brown Social Club card. So if you have your card handy, make sure you visit them at the lower left, located at HQ, the tribal HQ that is down in little downtown outskirt area.
Would you call that East Village?
I would call that East Village. If you go on there, you make your card clack, you get 30% back online by putting Emo30 on the
a big
Silk Cloud website. Never forget, Tribal has our back always. Tribal's been around since 1989.
Right now they
I
got
see
your
what you
front.
Dude, they have my front, they have my head, they have my back. Check this out.
I'm wearing their undies.
Zoom in on me, bro. Look at this. Oh, I'm rocking the 35-year anniversary
That's so good.
Tribal Obey collab. This thing is fucking sick, dude. Look at that. Bom, bom, bom. With the little star hat, T-star hat, and the ring. Probably rocking chonies.
Yeah.
I'm a big lover
If
of
Steve's
all
rocking
things
chonies,
tribal.
they're tribal.
Yeah, that's
If you
the only
put that
chonies
ring
I
in the
wear.
tribal door and turn it, does it open the portal?
I
to-
can't tell you, but things
know.
do happen. I can't
Tribal
tell you, but
lager
things
just
do
floods.
happen.
There's a special knock.
Always awesome to go down to HQ.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those places that motivates me. It kind of puts me in a better place, creativity wise, because
How
there's
so?
always creatives there.
It's like the big boy version of this place.
Extremely, yeah. We're entry level, like extremely entry level. People love what we do,
Bush
and I'm
League.
very proud of what we do here. Bush, you watch your mouth. I'm very proud of what we do here, but we have a lot of potential, untapped potential that we're currently tapping into. You know, the art department has been taking off lately, and they're doing their thing.
It looks good back there.
But going over to Tribal HQ, the lower left, and just like visiting all the businesses that reside within there, like Slappies, the multitude of tattoo shops that are in there, dude. Got to talk to the big homie Kuya. Kuya was there,
good to
bro.
run
Yeah,
into
it's
him.
always good to run into Kuya. He
Offered
was
me
out there
tacos.
working, offered us tacos because we're Mexican. You know, I'll
take it.
accept. I'll always
I should have
take
said
it.
yes.
You should have said yes.
I was not agree.
I feel motivated. Why, you ask? Because, yes, there's a lot of creatives there. There's a lot of
are you
creatives.
gonna put like tattoos here too? Something?
No, nothing like that. But it does make me look inside of me and know that we can be putting out merch on that level.
You're inspired.
You know, I am deeply inspired. I ordered a book because I want to start writing.
Do tell.
Well, I don't know how to write. I really don't. Not the actual motion, the physicality of
Right.
holding a pen
What to
or
write about?
to like a tool in writing. I just don't know how to start.
Maybe I can help you with that.
It was
I
a
would
dark
love
and
it,
stormy night.
You
And
know,
then
I-
just
Start
scrap
there.
that and start with whatever you
Snoop
came
Dogg.
after.
Like I want to talk to Dallas more deeply about it.
How about Jim Ruland?
Jim Ruland, another fucking friend of the show, fucking the Vermin dog. He many zines that he's a part of, a novelist, bro.
So good.
You know, an autobiographer, a
I guess it
documentarian.
depends on what you want to write. or
Yeah,
how you
I just want
write.
to.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to write. I haven't delved too deep into. Is there a book called Writing for Dummies?
Yes.
Yes,
there is.
Yes, there
Then
is.
I need to purchase that.
Even
I
it's on
just-
audiobook.
Yeah, I
So if you
bought,
can't read,
even
you can still
better.
write.
I bought a bunch of like
And,
leather bound notebooks so I can like
Okay, Ron Burgundy.
so I can be very serious about this. Like I want to sit down and dedicate
5
15
a day.
minutes,
Start with 5.
5 a day, and just write.
Does
and
your
then see what
apartment smell
happens.
of rich
And then I
mahogany?
just want to like curtail that into maybe humorous writing, Barry.
Dude,
Maybe,
course.
you know,
Emo
maybe
Brown Writing Club.
yeah,
Like,
something. You know, something. Maybe Joshua Kemble teaches writing 101.
I got you.
You know, how to write a lyric.
Sure.
You know, all of those things, bro.
Yeah.
I know, and it's been something that I've always wanted to do. Not be a stand-up comedian.
Did you write the songs for your band?
A couple. I wrote the music.
Okay.
I was more of the music writer. Jose would write all the
Equally
lyrics.
as important.
I would say way more important. Duh,
BJ, you
I'm
write
sorry.
lyrics.
I write everything.
Yeah, he rides everything too.
Zowie.
Baloney pony.
Okay.
Whoa, there it is.
The
Yeah,
expressed
man.
written
I mean,
consent.
I've always wanted to write. I've always wanted to learn how to write. I've always wanted to be a creative writer. I don't want to be like a stand-up comedian, but I would like to be the guy that writes some of these things for
Oh,
a
got you.
comedian.
Okay.
You know, for somebody who has the balls to get up on stage and talk about it. And maybe one day I can get up in here and fucking talk about
That
some
sounds like
shit.
more like you need to talk to Dallas then.
Yeah, and you. I just need to learn how to write.
But he's like writing stuff for,
Yeah.
I mean, comedy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we're kind of creative.
I think you're
I think
creative.
we're kind of funny.
You created a lot of stuff. You created this. You created the 3 Punk Ales and the band and 3 kids.
I did create this. All you need for kids is grippy socks, especially if you want to make boys. If you want to, it turns out bananas might not be a pertinent ingredient in the recipe of life.
Chapter 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns out grippy socks.
The recipe
might
is
be
getting simpler?
Yes, grippy socks, and that's it. That's how you make boys. Don't ask, just do.
Okay.
Just make it happen.
You heard it here. Emo Brown podcast.
So yes, BJ, I'm
on
happy
Emo
you
Brown
got to go to
Media.
Tribal. That is my happy place. That is my muse place. I just sit down, I look, and things are going on. Things are going on, bro.
It sounds very tribal.
Ooh.
Sorry, next.
There it is.
Chapter 8.
They did give us a few of their new release clothing.
You'll be seeing it right here on the show.
Yeah, we're very happy to wear it. I'll be sporty. And this is what we talked about. This is what we do. It's one of 2 things. One of 4 things that we wear on the show. And it's not on purpose. It just kind of happened because that's what my wardrobe is.
Yeah.
Emo Brown stuff. 3 Punk Ale stuff. Elwood on occasion, because I don't have that many Elwood things. Tribal and Silk Cloud. That's all we wear.
And Chalino.
Here. You know? If it's fancy and cold outside, Dixon flannels. Get at me, Dixon. You know? Those are what we are Wade and
Is that a
Garth,
cider
bro.
company?
No, Deepin is the cider company that I'm creating. But I'm just saying, we're very simple people when it comes to the clothes we wear. And fuck, just having that opportunity. Dude, I have a tribal tattoo. I don't know how this happened. From one year to the next, I'm in a gang.
All of a sudden.
Here we are.
I fell into the tribal warehouse and it came out tattooed.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, you walk through a straight up just tattoo shop to get to the back area.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Good times, man. Good times.
That's dope.
I mean, you're familiar with tribal and everything they're about?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I only became more familiar with them through Payable on Death, through POD cast. But just because they were sponsored and they've always been down with Bobby and stuff. But
Bobby has a very tight knit group around him, and it's not just that. Like and we want to bring him on. We talked to him right about bringing him on because he has his a book that he released earlier in the year.
another writer,
Another writer. He's a very creative dude.
Of course.
So he's got his book,
and he's into like lowrider truck.
Yes. He's got his logger that just came out. You know, he's very entrepreneurial. He's the older we've gotten, he's now more political and involved with things that make the city go. So he's always just an interesting person to talk about. Emo Brown Media, we were talking about that earlier, and under that umbrella of Emo Brown Media, we had the opportunity to create a project called Made in Chula Vista, where BJ, myself, and Drippy Dick Drippy, the homie, fucking Danny, we created a documentary, right? We could call it that, a documentary. And
A docu-series.
Focusing around 3 people who are born and raised in Chula Vista, who went on to do good for their hood, for their community. We had Mary Salas come on, and she is the first Latina Mexican woman mayor of Chula Vista. We had Daryl Roberts. Fire captain, union leader in San Diego, vice president, union leader for the fire department in all of vice president in California. Wow. Top dog. Born and raised in Chula Vista, here from Chula Vista. So we had him as one of the personas that we interviewed. We also had none other than Jorge Farfan. His family owns and operates Lolitas, an establishment that's been in Chula Vista for 40 fucking years, dog. Was it 40 years or was it 35? 40 years here in Chula Vista, getting people fat. Thank you.
Are you doing this for the city of Chula Vista?
Yes. So what I want to do is I'd like to sit down with more and more people, maybe not just Chula Vista, but maybe we start expanding just to South Bay, San Diego, and do a piece on Bobby, do a piece on Josh, do a piece on Sonny Sandoval, do the pieces on people that I grew up like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. He looks like me. It'd be cool to see what he did to get to that level. We had an opportunity this past week. We haven't released the episode yet, but we had an opportunity to sit down with pioneers of the Chicano comedic game, Chicano stage performers, Chicano actors, thespians, legends, bro. Once you start peeling back the layers, you find out that culture clash is at the epicenter of a lot of the comedians that we listen to and are big fans of today. They inspired a majority of them, dog.
Is that the guys at your December party last year?
No, that was Concrete, George Perez, that came down for our event, which I'm pretty sure they probably know who Culture Clash is. Culture Clash is celebrating their 40th anniversary. And they're going to be going down to San Diego Theater, the Balboa Theater, Culture Clash 40th anniversary. There's Madre, November 3rd, 7:30 in the p.m., live at the Balboa Theater. Go to sandiegotheaters.org or ticketmaster.com. Get your tickets. It's a one-night event only. It's going to be awesome, bro. Those three clever dudes right there. We got an opportunity to sit down with them. The homie Rick Salinas, the homie Herman, and the homie fucking Richard Montoya. We sat down, shot the shit, got to learn a lot about like Chicano writing, theater, comedy, and just fucking being pioneers in that game. Did you ever get an opportunity to watch that on Fox growing up? Culture Clash, the show? Okay, so Culture Clash obviously is like something akin parallel to Saturday Night Live, but more so in living color. Yeah, more in living color. A lot of sketches were written. And dude, Mike Muir, guest on there. Mario Lopez, guest on there. Oscar De La Hoya, Before the Lingerie, guest on there. All of these things. You know, like,
Selena?
Almost Selena, but they said, no, Selena, we're going with the band La Mafia. You know? So it was just cool to get that insight.
Yeah.
You know, they were raised in the Bay Area, and a couple of the dudes, Rick and Herman, are El Salvadorian. So it's like, it's not just Mexican, it's Latin culture. And guess what? All Latin culture kind of derives from the same stories, the same defense mechanism, which is comedy for us. Our first like the line of defense is always like comedy. Say something funny, diffuse the situation, fucking divert, you know, and it's true. And it was just cool just talk to those guys, because whether I know about it or not, I feel like what we do strictly came by way of what they have done.
Yep.
And they were very complimentary of what BJ and I do here, man. So it was cool to sit down and talk to them. So that's why I bring that up. I would love to do something like that and bring Bobby in, bring those guys in, bring you in, bring Sonny in, bring Marcos in, you know, bring all of these guys in, dude. Fuck, that would be sick.
There's a lot of legendary people in our communities.
I didn't know that, but there is, bro.
Yeah. I mean, even thinking about Bobby or Tribal, that's a worldwide phenomenon.
Chef Claudia.
Seriously.
Jose Barajas, the owner of Mooncakes.
So Claudia is the first person, to win that category from a certain category, right? Like Caesar owning his own business, or like, a lot of people who are doing like really cool shit.
Yes.
You know, it's like, and then how do we put the spotlight on them?
Just like this.
Just like this.
Just like this, man. All we need from you, City of Chula Vista, is money to do it, baby. Money. You swing that green lettuce our way, and we'll make it happen, bro. Speaking of lettuce, checking that shit out.
That's a great head
Oh,
of hair
my
right there.
God,
Yeah,
dude. Donnie Flo.
Doing it
devil's
for the
lettuce.
kids. It's noble hair.
That's so good.
I'm just saying, dog. So, yeah. Don't be surprised if you catch me time to time rocking
Emo
a
Brown
bunch
Media.
of tribal shit, dog. If you just see me like wearing a tribal hat and a tribal crew neck,
Actually, I'm not surprised.
You know?
Because you always wear that.
I do that, dude. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the brand and everything it represents.
Good.
That's he is. BJ, your turn. I think we've reached the Yahweh moments of the week.
Are we at the
dog. We're at
Yahweh?
the Yahwehs, bro.
Emo Brown Media.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
There it is.
Okay.
My faith in you will never die.
There it is again.
Well, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the festival, since we were talking festivals earlier. When We Were Young Festival. It's like
Big up new aesthetic. Playing the pre-show.
How did they pull that off? That's
Amazing.
awesome.
They're
That's
amazing and they're awesome.
doing
man.
it.
That's
They're
what
really
they do.
doing it.
So it's basically, it's like Warped Tour, but way more expensive and all the same bands.
You ever been?
No.
Okay.
I can't afford, I could barely afford
Joshua?
Warped Tour.
I have not been to When We Were Young.
No?
I think they just did it last year or the year before, but yeah, I've never been. But know a lot of the bands. But there's like 1,000 bands playing.
Something you would be willing to do?
maybe.
Visit?
Yeah.
Participate?
Maybe we're a little bit too street punk for that escape, like
Good.
not mainstream. But
Mainstream.
so I'm saying we need to do our own thing.
Yes.
You know? La Cosa Nostra.
Oh, shit. When we were still
Well, hopefully
us.
it goes a little bit smoother than what
Sorry to
happened.
interrupt,
Oh,
BJ.
you're good. You're good.
It's his fault.
BJ's butthurt.
Yeah, that's a new segment.
That's a new segment for sure.
No, the Used was there, and this is one of the first bands that I ever saw live.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them at 91X Fest, probably like
Did he vomit on
2001.
stage? Did Bert vomit on stage?
when I went and saw them. Yes,
Hey,
I
fool.
remembered that.
I was at that show.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, the one at Coors?
yeah,
Yeah, I was at
Agent
that show.
51 was there.
Hot Heat was also
Yes,
playing.
they were. I watched them.
I watched them. The fucking guitarist made the eyes of
we
my
were at the
wife.
same show. Look at us.
The
go.
freaking guitarist who looks like Jerry Seinfeld and wore a black and white pirate shirt
Calling
was
him out.
making the eyes at my wife.
Not a friend of the show.
And I allowed it. I was like,
okay.
by
Friend
all
of the
means.
show.
Yeah, friend of the
I'll
show.
allow
I'm a
it.
big fan of Canadian rock bands.
Yeah, that's where I discovered Agent 51. And
There
they,
it is.
They put me on the
Love
trajectory
Agent
of pop
51.
punk.
Really?
Yeah, I was there to see the transplants. And they were like the headliners in Stained, I think, too.
Okay.
I don't like Stained, and I
been a
didn't like
while.
it back then. Yeah.
All right,
But
do it.
yeah, so the Used was there. They were one of my first like hard-ish bands, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went and saw them, it made an impact. And then I saw recently that they were playing at When We Were Young, and they got cut off for going a little too long. I'm not going to play too much of the audio or any of the audio, but you can see them while we're talking.
Wait, I think you should play some of the audio. Like, say, do it there. Is it off there?
I got you.
Oh my God. Okay, cool. So he's still good. He's
They
still
sounded good.
And then, which is confusing because some artists do that.
Yeah, you would think they're cutting out so you could sing along.
Yeah.
But it's their biggest song.
No, you see
It
these
is their
noticing
biggest
now
song.
where it's like, oh man, they cut him off. And Bert does what Bert does. He gets a little upset.
Is he an angry performer?
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Who was the other performer that threw a microphone in the crowd? Nicki Minaj? No.
50 Cent.
No. Well, he threw it on
Oh my
stage and
God.
it bounced.
Yeah.
But no, somebody, I think it was Cardi B.
Okay.
She threw the microphone into some lady's face.
Boy, I hope you
Not
have
at-
your
not at this
female
festival.
rappers in order,
So here he
BJ.
goes, getting all upset, and you're going to see him try to get everybody to sing. He'll throw it in the audience later. We don't need to see all that, though.
Okay, so let's cut to the core of this.
Yeah. What
Joshua.
happened? Let's get to the bottom of
In
it.
a festival environment as such, where all of the bands are given
Certain amount of time.
certain amount of time to perform, and I'm sure that they'll give you a 2-minute warning or a song warning, like, hey, last song.
Sure.
And then when you're in that song, hey, 1 more minute.
Right.
And maybe they'll give you an additional grace period of 1 or 2 minutes, you know? But word on the interwebs is that they really prolonged it.
Sure, yeah. Obviously there's set times because there's so many bands, and if they're not the headliner, like the last band playing that night, somebody has to go after them. And When We Were Young has at least 2 stages where everyone's running back and forth to see the bands, right? So if they're going over, even if it's their biggest song, it really is going to set things back a lot because of this the tear down, the setup for the next band, blah blah, getting people out. So like it's kind of, you know, if they didn't manage their time wisely in between that song and the previous song or whatever, there could be other factors or whatever. But I don't know. It's hard when a festival, or I mean, I think someone did, was it the Grammys? They just did it to Green Day. Like they'll do it to anybody,
Yeah.
you know. Good.
Like he was like, he's like, you're cutting me off to let Justin Bieber play, blah blah. Like, you know, Green Day threw a fit, right?
Oh, that was
But
the iHeartRadio festival, right?
iHeartRadio, that's what
he
it
was
was.
hammered.
He was hammered.
Yeah,
but-
he went to
well,
rehab after that show.
They cut him off
Shit.
because he was going over, but
We've
he's
been
like,
around for
he's
45
like
years.
25 million records and blah. You're gonna let Justin Bieber. So it's like, who is more important, the person singing in the current moment, or are you supposed to be courteous to other artists and cut off at the right time?
Something Dogwood would never do. Joshua would never
Very
do
punctual.
that. Would you do that?
Do what?
My faith in you will never die.
So word on the internet.
I just feel like
was-
there's other people that are also, you know, paid to play or whatever. Like everyone has their part in the festival, the musicians. If you think that it's all about you, if you're the main character, right, and you're not the headliner, like that really messes up the whole festival.
Well, that's what they're talking about on the internet too. Was that time between songs was not used wisely. It was not
Exactly.
used cordially because
Right.
it was used to talk shit about another band that was playing that night.
They did that?
I will not mention names, but it rhymes with blag, blibical, blowlance.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't
Who was
like
the big
okay, so
headliner?
the
They were the-
Used does not like My Chemical Romance.
They were talking about, well, I don't know if they don't like them, but they don't like being under somebody, I think. So
so
they,
the Used
they were talking
felt
about how they
as
were like the
being
best band in the
big
world,
dicked.
and yes, blah, 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 blah.
Well, the
Instead
Used-
of
the
finishing
Used's whole
songs, they
thing-
just talk shit. Well,
The Used whole thing is they say that they're the best band in the world. Like that's
do
their
that.
thing, right?
They do that.
And shout out to Joey. Joey's lives in San Diego, the guitar player. He's super humble, but like Bert, I don't know if it's a stage persona.
I was
or
going to
what.
ask, is it
Is
a
it a stage
persona?
thing? Yeah, because you know, yes, partially, but they also have to live up to that a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know, so if you've built this up that saying we're the best band in the world is like, you know, we kind of maybe have to act like that too, and maybe it was that publicity or whatever. But also, it sucks too because the fans that paid to see you play, you're getting your best song cut off.
Yeah.
Because of that,
That's
because
why
of
they're
the
there.
in between banter.
like save that kind of shit for like the internet.
Do
Put that
do
on
like
your
a live-
Instagram. Or
What's the
something.
name of that album? Sharp Objects?
No, I think the
Or is
Taste
it
of
self-titled?
Ink, or there was
Taste of Ink.
self-titled, and then Taste of Ink was the
That
first
one is the best album of the Used. I love almost every song on that album.
Bands that are there,
there.
all the bands that are When We Were Young, they're all big enough to headline their own festival or whatever. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
But My Chemical Romance was the big draw because they got back together for the
I
festival.
don't know by name one Chemical Romance song.
You probably do
Helena?
without knowing it.
Relax.
You probably do without knowing
I'm not
it.
Yes.
okay.
Like if you
Yeah.
sang me the song, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I've heard that song.
Exactly.
But I can't like tell you, play this one. Because I don't know. That was past my era.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
telling
that's
you, bro.
That's fine. That's what I was
2005,
saying.
I put an
That
end
was
to
what I
my
was saying.
music
The
shit.
passing of the torch at that time was going towards bands like they used in My Chem and
Their
Pierce the
first two
Veil.
albums, practically untouchable. My Chemical Romance.
What does that mean?
Their first two albums, practically untouchable. They're very good.
because they had
I
a
like
good.
them. They're
they had-
fucking
they had good-
bangers.
They had a good punk ethos in their sound and a little bit of hardcore and emo, but they became emo godfathers over time because.
And they did the Black Parade, and it was all downhill.
The joy in the Black Parade. You know
No
that?
idea.
Yeah,
Nope.
you do. You know it. Stop
Yeah.
it. Stop it.
I've still got that too.
You're literally wearing all black today.
I am. Fuck.
Yeah, so
Chapter
don't
9.
don't be a jerk. Don't talk shit about other
Exactly.
bands and
Use
use
your
your
time
song
wisely.
time to do that. You know, do that on Twitter and play your songs.
Twitter. That's old school.
Oh yeah, X.
My Yahweh of the week, Joshua Kemble, delves with it's politics season time, bro. And it's getting nasty and it's
we're
getting
going there.
gory and it's getting messy. But one of the cool things that I do like about politic season currently is that both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris,
Who?
they are out on the podcast circuit, bro.
I can't wait till we get them.
Dude, in
they
here.
are
Get 'em
on
both
the,
in
they
here.
are on the podcast circuit. I've watched Theo Von do a Trump interview. I've watched what is the Beanchy show? Oh, shit, Flagrant do the Donald Trump show, and I was made aware that it's either out or it's coming out that Joe Rogan is going to do a Donald Trump interview.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
He's
that
been
could be
talking
fun.
about that.
So I was listening to the Flagrant show, and that was an awesome ass interview, dude. It was, and I forget the name.
Andrew
right now.
Schultz.
Andrew Schultz did it with all of his homies, and it was clean, it was concise, and it was direct. There was banter, and they weren't like biased one way or another. Like they were kind of clowning on Trump, which I like, and they were kind of just like legitimately asking questions. Theo Von was more jokey with him. Kamala Harris on Charlemagne the God was on there, and I feel like it kind of got like a little too contentious. But the reason I bring this up, it's an awesome time to get to know your candidates because they give you one thing on a debate, but I feel like in a podcast, it's so long.
Sure.
They're like at least an hour that you truly get to see.
They're not cut off.
Yeah, you truly get to see what's going on, bro. The Yahweh component falls on. Andrew Schultz is on tour. He's going to be going on tour. He's going to be filming a special sometime in
Andrew
November.
Schultz?
Andrew Schultz is he's a comedian.
Oh.
Pretty funny fucking guy.
Oh, is he the one with like he has his haircut?
Yeah,
like-
yeah. He's got a weird haircut
Yeah.
and a weird mustache.
He was
But
on
he's
the
a
Tom
funny
Brady
dude.
roast.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
a funny guy.
He's funny.
I enjoy the podcasts from time to time, and I just think his comedic style is on point. I like the way he banters and talks shit on people. One of the Yahweh ramifications of bringing politics on your podcast or on your shows or on anything you do is that you're not gonna appease both sides.
No.
You know, he's setting up an event where he's gonna do filming for another stand-up special. And they pulled the plug on him, dog. They said, like, we're not going to be able to. I think it's a Brooklyn Arts Academy. They're like, we're not going to be able to host your special. We had talks internally with some of the higher brass, and we feel it's in our best interest to just not do it.
Censored.
That bums me out, dude. These are two presidential candidates that are going to be representing us as a nation and probably one of the most pivotal elections in our history. You know, we're at a crossroads where things can go. And I'm not a fan of any of the candidates. I really think that we're in a shitty situation. But to have poor Andrew Schultz his venue be removed from him simply for interviewing the host, or I'm sorry, the Donald Trump, that sucks. Because he didn't really show bias in favor of Trump. And he didn't really show take a stance where he's completely against him. He was simply asking questions and giving him a platform to talk. And that alone was enough for this venue to say,
Wow.
you got, and we may never work with you again. And Schultz was like, whatever, like I'll find somebody else. But he's got like less than a month, and I'm pretty sure something like
He's done
that.
that before though, because when he first put out, I don't know if it was his first special, but it's the one that like caught my radar and a lot of other people. He was supposed to put one out on Netflix, and I guess like either the money wasn't right or the contract wasn't right or whatever. He's like, nah, fuck you guys. I'm just gonna put it on YouTube and do it
Yeah.
himself. So it's a very Schultz move to be like, I'll just keep moving it, do it myself. I don't know. Maybe it's the Andrew Schultz move.
Maybe, man. But that kind of sucks. Like this is the state of the world we currently live in politically
And you
within
would
our
think,
country.
too, like people would want to be like, I don't like this guy. I need to listen more to what he's saying so I can like actually understand what kind of like danger he is to us, because everybody calls him a danger, you know, like for people to be like trying to silence anybody dealing with Donald Trump, be like, no, have him on more podcasts. You can see how crazy he fucking is and show the people.
Yeah, and you know what? I was listening to obviously both interviews. The one that Kamala did, I guess she did one on Fox, and then she was just saying something alluding
She on the Hot
to
Tua podcast?
she did the Call Me Daddy podcast or some shit like that. Yeah,
Call Her Daddy?
Yeah, something like that. And she made a comment on that I saw on social media alluding to the fact that they're going to go after social media platforms if they find, in fact, that people on there are saying shit that they don't find appropriate. I'm like, holy crap.
Censorship.
Yeah. Like, it might be like thinly veiled and like, oh, we're not going to go this extreme. But the simple fact that that is being brought up, that's scary.
How long till Emo Brown is in the crosshairs?
That never. We're fucking low level. That's how we
wholesome.
operate. But in all reality, dude, that sucks. That is what I'm scared. I'm scared of that the most, because these politicians already have so much power, so much money, so much influence that they are really a snap of a finger away from creating that kind of a world. Yikes. Give me a little political insight, Kemble. I know you got a lot of them.
Seriously?
He's rubbing the fingers.
it's a
He's
long-
got
I
something.
know, dude. I keep looking at him. He's like, let me tell you something. man.
No, I mean,
The views expressed by Joshua Kemble do not necessarily represent Emo Brown Podcast in any way. But here we go.
thank you for that. And it's a really long topic and conversation for me. I've written some songs about it, but it's like, I'm more like, the only reason I don't trust politicians is because it seems like in my life, at least in my history or my demographic or whatever, they haven't really done well to benefit me. You know, so it's a lot of talk. It's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of promises broken, which really taps into my own like history or trauma or whatever. It's because of that kind of stuff. Like, it's like, you said you were going to do this, you didn't, or you know, and it also stems from a little bit of low level respect for authority on my own thing, which I can admit. But in my life, since my voting, in my voting history or whatever, like any candidate or whatever has not really been that awesome. Like people who win or lose or whatever, I've always kind of leaned more towards like Green Party stuff. It's more like, you know, seems like it's good for my family or community or whatever, not really infringing on anybody's like personal or religious or anything rights. And it just seems like that's more my style. You know, it seems a little bit more chill and humble a little bit, you know, than the kind of like for example, you said the two candidates right now, when you say people say the two candidates we have, it's like, well, there's other ways to get people in there, but we seem to only go toward these big two candidates.
Because money talks, bro.
Money talks, and 70% of their time is used raising money.
Yeah.
Instead of like, you know, coming to Chula Vista or the border or
Big
whatever.
business.
Big business. Right. And so it's like, man, it's all about money. So that the most effective you can be in political stuff is obviously voting in your community, your local stuff, your supervisors, your counselors, your mayors, your stuff like that. That's where you're really going to see change, because they're going to make the rules for your city and your county. They're going to help with like your nonprofits and your schools and stuff like that. Whereas like these really like huge upper level umbrella tactics with that are, you know, the president does is whatever. It's like, they're not even the final say. It's still,
But here's the thing.
It's like 50 people still voting on something. You know?
Here's the thing. All of that has now trickled down, though.
Totally.
I feel like all of and it started with
It goes
Trump.
down to the unions.
Yeah,
and stuff.
it started with Trump and the way he was very gung-ho about doing things a certain way and saying certain things. I feel like that kind of politics has trickled down to the local politics
Some
scene.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we're too touched by that down here in Chula Vista, in all honesty. I still think it's a very nonpartisan type of role when it comes to city council, and very nonpartisan just means not fucking red, not blue.
That's me.
Not Republican.
I tried to
not
register as an
Democratic,
anarchist.
You know?
Apparently, that's not a party.
Yeah, it's a party.
It is
Everything's a party with chips and salsa, perro.
That's right.
But I feel like that hasn't really trickled down and affected us here in Chula Vista, but definitely in other parts of San Diego. Fuck, dude. Like even the San Diego mayoral race between Todd Gloria and Larry Turner, bro. Like there's just things out there now that I'm paying attention, and I never paid attention to these things,
No,
Josh,
right.
ever, until I had a family and my children go to the school district.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Until I had a business, and it's affected severely by what the city council members do, which it has been. This last couple of months, one of the city council members in our district, Jose Preciado, and the other people, I mean, and it's not a shame on you, but they made a decision that the patios were not in the best interest of 3rd Avenue as a whole. So they made a decision, and our patios went down.
Right.
You know, has it affected income? Yes. Revenue? Yes. People want to have a good time outside. They don't want to all be clambered inside of a venue. If you give people an opportunity to drink outside, hang out, be one with the community and the ambiance and the environment of the cool, brisk air of the fall, people want to do that.
Yeah.
And they took that away from us. And now it's like, well, shit, bro. That was a legit source of revenue that we would be getting. And I've talked to the mayor since, and there's plans to make it better. But it's like...
But they're making decisions for you.
Yeah. So it's like, wait a second. This is what affects me. Presidentially... Eventually, it trickles down to us, but it doesn't truly affect what we do on a day-to-day basis. Local mayors, local council members, local city attorneys, local school board members, local chairs, all those guys are the ones that truly affect what we do. So that's why it's in our best interest, Barry. It's behoove of us to pay attention to what goes on in our own backyard.
Locally.
You know, what I do love about Voice of San Diego, local journalists doing it for
Friends of the show?
Yeah, friends of the show, doing it for the great cause, is that they delve deep into that. You know, delving deep into what affects local establishments the most. Just today, they released, and I should have sent this to you, also part of the Yahweh. Once upon a time, the Emo Brown Foundation used to volunteer work for the foundation at Snapdragon. Snapdragon is our local football and college football and future soccer stadium for all things San Diego. So it's the home of the San Diego Wave. It's home of the SDFC. It's home of the Aztecs and home of other events like Monster Jam and Triple X.
Punk in the Park.
Yeah, all those things. And maybe venues in the front. Coldplay. You know, my favorite band, Coldplay. It's not my favorite band. But still, they were there. We got the opportunity to volunteer and sling chelas, sling buds, sell beer to people who were thirsty. And there's a lot of them.
Serve the community.
We serve the community.
Thank you. Yeah.
In order, to work there and raise money, you had to have a legitimate nonprofit foundation and have all of your I's dotted and T's crossed and make sure that you were cleared to work there. We flourished. We had a great time.
Not everybody was.
Not everybody was, bro. Stadium concessions investigation brought to you by Voice of San Diego's. They delved deep into that. They found out that people were working against the grain. You know, they're going against the grain and not following and adhering to the protocol. Ultimately, again, that affected us as a foundation because they removed all of the nonprofits from volunteering and helping out there at Snapdragon, you know?
It sucks.
Those are the things that affect us here on a local scale. And I give kudos
And that has
flowers
nothing to
them.
do with the two presidential candidates.
At all.
At all.
And it never will.
No.
It never will.
No.
Why should I have to be forced to
it's
vote for the one
fear-based.
I hate the least?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it is.
The lesser of two evils kind of thing.
Yeah. Who
So
do
it's
I
like-
dislike the least of these two? And I dislike them both.
It's hard right
you
now.
know, and I've done my due diligence because I'm older now. And it's literally not just, oh, well, I'm going to vote for this one because it's going to
Yeah.
piss people off.
Right.
Or I'm going to vote for this one because, no. Now it's like, okay, who do I really feel has the opportunity to make our lives better? You know?
Yeah, there's some things bad about this person. There's some things bad
And
about this
guess what,
person.
BJ? There's fucking shitty things about both of them.
Oh, totally.
You know,
Unbelievable.
and the good stuff is minimal on both of them. But that's just a situation
Oh,
we're
hi,
in.
thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
OG sound effects.
There
Look at us
it is,
go.
bro. So yeah, big things coming. So
Would you
I'll
say that
end
you
on
have
a
a
downer.
recommendation based on what you just...
if we're jumping forward to recommendation, man, by all means, vote. You know,
100,
you're like
Whoa.
my name is Steve, and I abide by one of the things in this photo, and it ain't the diddler, brother.
It's or.
And it ain't the diddler.
or.
But you
Vote or
better
die.
go vote, dog, because now more than ever,
Let's start
Your
small.
ballots are out. Start doing
my
them.
people and my peers, it affects us, bro.
Yes.
We have kids. You have kids. We have businesses. We are homeowners. We our parents are home. And it all affects us, you know? Somebody in city council, somebody running the city, somebody that has power within this city government could potentially flip your daily life upside down
Sure.
with one snap of a finger. BJ is very privy to that, you know?
BJ's running for
I
mayor.
don't want to jump in too much and
Nah,
talk
we
too
don't
much
need to
about
get
it, but
into the
just
weeds
know,
on this one.
No.
yeah. So just know that BJ's family is going through a living situation because local powers and not so local powers are doing certain things that could potentially affect the way or where they live.
Yep.
It affects us here,
Yeah.
dude. Trump, Harris don't affect us here. I know their big cornerstone is securing the borders, and yes, to an extent, I agree with that. You know, I agree. We need to make sure that certain things are in play, but at the same time, it's like this is land of the free. This is the home of the immigrants, bro. Like, you know, there's a lot. It's a lot of contradictions in what's going on today. So in 1 month from today, shit might be really different, bro.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks from today.
You better do as many episodes.
You guys have
can this week.
predictions on if, like, just in general, the day after the election, is there going to be like craziness, riots in
I
the
don't
streets?
know,
is there going to be?
bro.
Is it like a Slayer song, Rain and Blood? Like, what are we doing?
Been there, done that.
They
I
say
feel
that
like,
but they say that every time.
Yeah.
You know.
But this, the way they keep talking about like, they're a threat to democracy. This person's a this.
know.
It's
It's
like
just
that shit ramps up. We've
that's what I'm
had
saying, it's
3
all-
assassination attempts on Donald Trump in the last like 4 months.
And just by simply saying that's shitty does not make anyone a Trump supporter.
No, but it's just crazy to think that like,
Having your
words have effect.
president have assassinations attempt against them,
That says something
should
about our
fucking
country.
piss you
But it
off,
says
dude.
something about your country, not the
it says something about the
president.
people who we live with here, our people
Yeah.
in our country. That should make you mad.
Yeah, right.
Like
yeah.
somebody's out there just thumbing their nose at an establishment that was built in order a democracy to protect us and enhance our lifestyle and give us opportunity. And somebody said, "Fuck this guy, I'm gonna go at him." And
If
they've
you don't want
done-
people leaning into conspiracies, you should probably secure like high target people a
Yeah.
little better.
don't
Yeah.
delve deep, bro. There's a lot of shit in there.
Oh, I know.
Or
There's
why
a
aren't
lot.
they?
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm not a conspiracy
It
theorist,
goes both ways too. Like,
but I love reading about it.
It's
But
happened.
I love
It's-
reading
it's-
about
Because
it.
it's all bigger than the president.
Yeah.
It's more than the president.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
big business.
It's we the people.
It's the corporations that run our
But
country.
it's corporations from outside of our government.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's all factual. It's not conspiracy stuff. It's like why is our economy doing the things that it's doing, or why is the president making these decisions? Or it's like, the president's a person making decisions for sure, but it's much bigger than that. And it's like we don't have time to talk about it in like a 1-day podcast.
No way.
It's like a
Let's start a series.
hey, let's go back to 1770. Let's go back to 16. Let's go back to 1400. Let's go back. Like it's how far back was our? What's the whole point of doing all this stuff? Like, so again, there's more than 2 candidates, but those are just people. Those are just people. Unfortunately, they speak for a voice of millions of people, but there's other people controlling that too. So
Listen, I don't always listen to Joe Rogan. I used to listen to it a lot because I loved the guests that he had on.
and he's kind of funny.
Yeah,
right?
I
he
think
was
he's
a
more.
comedian.
I think he's more informative than comedian.
But
in all
he
honesty.
was a comedian.
Yeah,
So
he was.
Now, no.
You know what? He has great guests, and that's how I listen to Rogan. It's like, oh, who's on now? So last week he had a fucking awesome set of siblings come on. I have the name, Kelly Means and Casey Means, both medical doctors, and they used to work within like pharma, big corporations, and they talk about our food source and how it's dwindled and how it's been overtaken. Listen to that podcast, bro.
Yeah.
If you're like concerned about where your food is coming from,
That's a big thing.
fucking illnesses that are going on,
RFK talks about all that shit.
all of the shit that I guess, our medical doctors, they go, and this is according to what these people said on the show.
Allegedly.
Like they go into becoming a medical doctor with the greatest of intentions. Like I want to help people, I want to save people, but somewhere along the way, something happens and they become part of a systematic movement of like just getting people addicted onto medications.
They get bogged down by debt, and the only way out of that debt is to start pushing a product that someone's going to pay you to push.
I know less than 5% of what the fuck is going on, but this episode truly like put things in perspective. I'm like, oh wow, that's how that happens. And the guests, they come from a legitimate background because that's what they did. Their life prior to what they do now, like working independently or working for other groups, was working with these guys. Working with the big pharma companies, working with the big groups within the medical community, and deciding what is best for what. It's a crazy episode. And again, like anything, take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. But just listen to it. It's pretty sick. And I learned a few things. Anytime I learn some shit from these, I just always send it. I have a group chat called Mi Familia. And it's like my parents, it's wifey, it's
Your
me.
family.
Yeah, it's my sister and her husband. And we just share shit in there. And dude,
It'd be crazy if Trump is actually on the Rogan podcast, specifically for the length of it, because I know it's not going to be a short one. And then you're going to really like to see like if he squirms, if whatever. Because Theo Vaughn was basically just like very easy on.
I love Theo
everything,
Vaughn.
but
But he was a fish out of water there. He was in over his
If
head in
anybody
that
can handle
episode.
a high profile dude like
Yeah.
Donald Trump, it's gonna be Joe Rogan.
So on Theo Vaughn's with Donald Trump, I felt like at one point Donald Trump was like, okay, we got to wrap this up. Like
Yeah.
he said that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, shit. On the Flagrant podcast, they went over. Like they went over. He was saying like they went over like a half an hour and they kept them longer because he was just having a fucking good time. And it's crazy because people don't want to see that. But Trump has a very human side to him. He has a very like
because he's not raised in politics.
yeah,
been in the
he has,
media
he
circuit
has
his
a
whole
very relatable side, and I feel a lot of people are going to be like, "No, fuck this fool." Yeah. But it's crazy because he came across very likable, very fucking likable. Kamala Harris, same thing. She's been in a position where everyone's always like, "Oh no." She's never been liked.
Their
Like, she's-
handlers want them to do that.
Yeah, she's never been liked in any position she's been in, and now all of a sudden it's like she's really fighting hard to like, hey, like I'm the person for the job, you know. But I'm curious, like you said, to see how Rogan handles him because all of his episodes are like 3 hours.
Yeah, I
You
wish he
can
learned
learn a
both
lot.
of them. I wish he would do like
This one's
one with
pushing
each. That'd be
3 hours.
awesome.
It's all right. Trump should be on fucking
Emo Brown.
No, fool. Howard Stern. Because once upon a time
He's been on Howard Stern.
Because
Yeah.
once as a
Tells
president though,
stories.
because once upon a time they were homies, bro. They were like legit, like in Spanish we call it caca y calzón. Like they were very close. They were, and now all of a sudden, you know, like Stern went hardcore liberal. He said, "I went left as fuck, dude. Yeah, to each their own, whatever. If that's what he associates and see what's better for his family, good." And then Trump just went super conservative, right wing, and did his thing. But both, once upon a time, they lived in that little party zone, dog.
Those are the changes that make high school
The
reunions very
diddler,
fun.
all of those things, bro. Isn't it crazy how things are coming to light now?
I don't want to.
Oh my god,
That's why we brought you here, Josh. We
Chapter
need your
10.
opinions.
I need
Right?
your opinions. Yeah.
Give me on a high note.
What do you want?
I don't know. Just land
How about a
plane.
scary movie recommendation? I
Yes.
got one for you. You guys like scary movies?
You like scary movies?
Oh, wrong
There
button.
it is, Barry's spooky movie of the week.
There it is.
Very
the
nice,
longest
bro.
scream known to mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, we hinted at last week. I've been recommending you guys scary movies every week, and my 2 movies leading up to Halloween are going to be probably my 2 favorite. I will watch them the most out of any of these.
A ver si es cierto, cabrón.
Today is going to be Terrifier.
Terrifier.
I'm recommending the entire series. I have
Okay.
not seen number 3 yet. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm going to see it. Probably not in theaters, but I would love to see it in theaters because this is crazy. This trajectory that Terrifier's been on. To give you a little backstory, I've been talking Steve up about it.
Yes.
It's just a classic style slasher film, high in the gore, and I like what they call B-rate movies. This is the first one kind of starts in that realm where everything is very practical effects and all the horror and gore and stuff is real, tangible, no CGI. And the director, Damien Leone, he does a great job with all the like visual effects and practical stuff. And you'll see things in these movies you never thought you would see recorded in a movie, and you feel a little dirty after watching it. But like,
People love this movie.
it's one of those things. Like,
Never
you like,
watched it.
People love this series.
Yeah.
BJ and I went on a little mini date last week where we were out, just kind of, we went to Tribal, and then we went to go have a drink at a local pho establishment, and a couple of the nerds overheard us talking about Terrifier, and they were like, well, I highly suggest you should watch part 1 first. And then I was like, no, you got to watch part 2.
Yeah, everybody always says
Yeah.
start with part 2, but no, I say, and I think a lot of the realists will say, you start with part 1 because they ramp up
Yeah.
every time.
I'm a linear thinker, and I think that's the move for me. So I'm going to start with 1, then go 2, then maybe we'll go watch 3 at the theater.
And if you really like them and then you get into it, you'll find out that there are little like pre-Terrifier 1 Terrifiers that came out. There was a Terrifier like short, and before that there was a 3-piece
Scandal.
series,
Scandal.
3-piece Scandal.
Shout out.
It was like the 9th Circle or something where 3 different directors had a stab at like a little
Really?
15-minute thing. And
Nice.
the only connecting factor was Art the Clown, who wasn't Art the Clown quite yet. But then that turned into Terrifier, the original. It's a whole thing. Like I love all the like
Looking
the
forward
backstories
to
of these
it.
things.
I followed one of your
It's
recommendations.
very hard to watch if you are squeamish.
I followed one of your recommendations that you were like, watch Barbarian. And what did you tell me about it? Did you tell me it's a scary ass movie, or did you just say watch it because of what? I was trying to remember.
I said you aren't scared by anything really, like movie wise. Like it's not going to get you a jump scare. The gore is not going to get you. You're a more cerebral horror fan. That's why you liked
I'm smart.
the Wailing, right?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? So
I'm a big Korean movie buff. Turns out there, Kemble.
I believe it.
the
believe it.
Barbarian is similar in that regard, where it's not going to get you on many jump scares. And
The
there's not a lot of
Barbarian was
gore.
whack. Let me save you the
It's
fucking
a twisty,
time, dog.
turny mindfuck of a movie. We know why you don't like mindfucks anymore.
Why? Oh, we're gonna get to that. But wait, Barbarian was good. It wasn't fucking horrible as shit. It
Justin
was cool.
Long
It was
saw-
like it was like 2 different movies united and turning into one. You know, and Justin Long, fucking funny guy. I
Like-
want to know more about what happened to him and his character
Yeah.
before all that. What led into that? That's a whole movie in itself, I feel like, dude.
I think my favorite moment from that movie was like just the back and forth of what happens is like they go through like a lot of scary shit in one moment in one place, And then when Justin Long enters, they go through the same place, same moment, but in a funny way. And it like sets you up like, oh, this is comfortable. And then they just fucking
Boom.
pound you with some scary shit. So,
Barry?
that's why I thought you would like it.
My whole family's dressing up like monsters for Halloween. I've got a Freddy Krueger. I've got a Miguelito Myers. And then I just with
Diddler.
Jason, we got Jason. And then wifey's gonna be somebody's mom from Coraline with button eyes or some shit. I just ordered. I don't know what I'm gonna be yet. I gotta figure that out ASAP.
Leatherface.
Terrifier.
Who's that? Terrifier. Leatherface. I'll figure it out. I gotta find something ASAP. But let's talk about something good so we can wrap this up and let Joshua Kemble go back to North County and slang his tasty nugget morsel of meals.
Oh, that sounds good.
Algo bueno, BJ. You gave us a test. Well, I gave you the test, rather.
Yeah. We were recommended a test. Like, we didn't choose to take the test. The test chose us. Who recommended this test?
Isaac from Silk Cloud. He said, Steve, I recognize that you have some autistic traits in your personality. And I was like, Isaac, you are not medically licensed to give me that insight or that fucking diagnosis.
Isaac.
But we took the challenge.
But he sent us the test, which is a legitimate test used. Turns out that's legit, right?
Yeah, so if you go to
Show the test for us, yeah.
embraceautism.com, they have several tests, and I think it's the website itself is set up, from what I've looked into, is set up for you kind of like to be able to test yourself and see and go get further testing if you need it. But basically, the doctors, Dr. Engelbrecht and Eva Silvertant, they go through and they have all these things put together, and they kind of give you a rating of like, we like this one's good for this one's good for this, yada, yada. So the one we took was the RAADS, which stands for the Ritvo Autism Asperger Diagnostic Scale Revised.
Okay, now what is autism? Do we have a loose description, definition of what it is? Because I truly don't know what autism is. Joshua Kemble?
I should not speak on this.
It's like, because we don't, yeah.
I mean, it used to be called a couple different things, but it's, it's let's see what the test reveals.
I'll show you what the test reveals.
Let's see what the test
We
reveals.
took it, and we got
I mean,
results.
I know people who are diagnosed with it, and different people on the spectrum or whatever. I know that Asperger's is not a thing. They don't say that anymore.
No, they don't?
Not official, not PC. They just took it out of the terminology, and it's all part of a broader conversation.
Yeah, several things that they pointed to on their website was like, if you're taking this test, it may mean one thing, it may not, whatever. Like,
Disclaimer.
if
Full
you
disclosure,
feel
full
something, go
disclaimer,
get
yeah.
like tested by a professional, but
Yeah.
take these tests, see where you're at. It's a starting point.
Well, my results are indicative of I should dig deeper.
You should definitely dig a little deeper.
Oh, man. My results show them there, Barry.
He got an A plus.
I passed with flying colors, apparently.
So we both took the same test.
Yes.
And, we
did you
decided-
do it to the best of your ability?
Yes, I did. So a big
Okay.
thing of it, I think, is you got to be honest.
Yes.
You can't take these things and like, nobody's looking over your shoulder. So
No.
that's how I took the test. I just answered it.
I was in the
came.
bathroom.
To me, the questions were they were worded weird. So it felt kind of like, I don't know.
They
but-
were worded just right, brother. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. So we got our scores. We were both honest. And here's what we got. So Steve
Yes, sir.
scored a total of 105 points. I got 89. And if you guys are wondering what the points equate into, Steve, go ahead and break that down for us.
All right. So the meaning of RADs are scores. If you scored a 25 or lower, you are not autistic. Okay. Both of us did not do that. 50, we did not. We have traits, but likely not autistic. 65, the minimum score at which autism is considered. That's where you fall. You fall on that one, BJ. And just barely.
It's nice to be considered.
And just barely, because you were an 89.
Yeah.
And the next level up from there is 90. And 90 states,
There.
90 states, stronger indication of autism, although non-autistics may score as high. What was mine? 10 what?
105.
That's where I live then. I'm in that world. I am of the stronger indication of autism.
We
I
shouldn't be
don't know-
laughing. We're not laughing.
I don't know what that means, but wifey said, duh. So I'm like, no, what does that mean? Do I need to get further testing?
I mean, if you wanted to, this gives you a strong ground too. But
Go
do
ahead.
you feel that there's anything in your life that needs to be redirected
Here's the
or
thing, dog.
adjusted in some way?
Well, here's the thing, and this is insight on me.
This
I'm
is between
very
us.
I'm very apathetic, dude. I'm not like I can see shit and I'm not very emotionally connected to it. Like I can see people going through a tough time and I really don't
You're not empathic.
empathic towards the situation. I'm not a dickhead, like not like that, but I'm at the same time, I'm just like, cool. Are you guys hungry?
What if you're just a sociopath?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know, like
Michael
you tell me like some heartfelt shit of something happened in your family, and you'll be like, oh fuck. Hey, do you want to go to Labella's, get some wings? Like that would probably be my like, and I don't know if it's a tactic that I subconsciously use to kind of divert from the situation, which is what my mom and wife has always told me. But maybe now with these test results,
this is where the help of a professional will come in.
Will
a lot
I
more
follow
handy than a
up?
test on the internet.
Probably not. Probably not. You know, I don't know what autism goes into deeply at all, but I tell you what I do like, and it's probably not connected to it at all. I love numbers. I love gambling. I love, you know what
If
I'm
you
saying?
have a gambling problem.
No,
please
and I do not. But this last couple of weeks, I'm gonna give you something good before we go. Is my gambling, dude? Big ups to the Dodgers and the
put the
Yankees.
warning label back up.
East Coast versus West Coast
What?
in the World Series. Big ups to them, dog. I've made money on both
How
of them.
original. LA versus New York.
Well, you
How
know
original.
what? There it is, bro. West Coast, East Coast. Bring up your favorite Biggie song. Bring up your favorite Tupac song because it's going down starting on Friday.
Well.
This last week, dude. This last couple of weeks, I've been doing really good. I've been
Betting
going
on
down
the
to
Dodgers?
Caliente, doing my betting. I bet on the Dodgers. I've bet on the Yankees. I've done my thing. I've been betting on some football. Maybe that's a part of it.
Your superpower.
Maybe I'm very analytical. Like when it comes to shit, I'm very analytical. Black, white, minimal gray, but I'm doing my best to live in the gray because nothing is quite right. Nothing is quite
Exactly.
wrong. You know, there's always that little sliver
It's
of
not,
the.
that's what I said. It's not just two options. That's two black and white. I like to live full color, baby.
There it is.
In the gray, everything. You know, there's
Full color.
There's other choices.
He said, I want to live full color in the gray.
no, gray is one of the colors.
It's a color. Give it to him.
It's not just black and white. It's not just Republican, Democrat. It's not just Dodgers, Yankees. It's not just like, you know.
Anything and anything. It's everything.
Sure.
A
What if it
little
was
of it
just
all.
Dodgers or Yankees?
The flavor of life.
Who you got? Are you going West Coast love or are you going fuck LA?
Bobby said we had to go West Coast love. But
I can't do Dodgers.
I can't, bro.
Unless
Big ups
there's
to the
money on the
Dodgers.
line, right?
Big up to their fans. Cece,
Big up-
congratulations.
Big up to Juan Soto.
You know, Cece, the partner at the Elwood, friend of the show, former bartender. Got to get her back in here to make some drinks for us.
We'll give her the claps.
Congratulations. Your team did it. They're in the World Series. I hope they don't win. I truly don't, bro.
Everyone- yeah.
But it is what it is. I just don't want to hear all the Dodger fans, man. And I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them in my family. And it's not fun.
Yes, me too.
It's not fun. But it's going to make for great gambling in the dude, because I just found out they offer prop bets down where I go, and there's simple bets. Will Juan Soto get a hit today? Yes. Bet $100. Boom, you make money.
Oh,
Simple. You don't have to bet on the outcome. You don't have to bet on
That's
the
my kind of
score.
game.
that's how you build
don't-
addicts.
Yeah, you can
That's
bet
a great
on.
way to build addiction.
Yeah, it's like, hey, yeah,
Yes.
little weed. You know, a little weed. Here, have a shot of Jameson. Oh fuck! Now I'm drinking Malort by the bottle. It all happens like that. Pretty soon, I'm gambling
This
on
episode
fucking.
is not
attacked
brought to you
right
by
now.
Malort.
I'm gambling on freaking the presidential race
You are?
because that's a thing. I was looking earlier
Now,
today.
did you vote one way and bet the other
Dude,
just to hedge your
70
bets?
Hedge your
million
bets.
bets.
I'm the king of hedging your bets, bro. Right now, on every betting site that offers an option for the presidential race, Donald Trump is up, dude. He is a 55 to 60% favor. In some places, as high as 70%
Wow.
to
You're not getting
win
such
the
a return
election.
if he wins.
This is the only opportunity that people like us get a chance to make money off politics. So you might as well go all
Don't
in
tell
on something.
people on this show who you're betting for.
No, I bet for winners, bro. I follow winners.
Stop.
fucking-
I'm going to stop you right there.
I bet on the
And
Dodgers,
we're
bro.
done.
But yeah,
Oh, against the Padres?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is that bad?
I'm going to leave.
Is that bad?
You've offended our
I am
guest.
never coming back. Just kidding.
Is that bad?
No, I mean,
His
And I'll
faith
give
in
you
you
this
is
That's
kind
a,
of
that's a
dying.
long conversation. That's actually a really long. We should talk about that sometime. 'cause
Yes.
I have some definitely thoughts on that. And,
Look at, I would give anything for my Padres to win the World
yeah,
Series.
I know.
Everything.
Jeff Lozano said he stopped drinking beer.
anything. Yeah, we would do ungodly things to make the Padres win. But
But
there is a chance they won't.
there's a big chance they won't.
So I live in that. And I said, okay, I'm going to bet this much on the Dodgers. And if the Padres win, I'm okay with betting that much and losing on the Dodgers.
$10 million.
The opportunity cost of my team winning a World Series and bringing it to my city is worth that amount.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
So if we win,
Fair enough.
cool. Water under the bridge. I'm all right with it.
I can't do it.
If we lose, hey, I got a little something on the back end coming my way.
Thanks, guys.
A little something called morals
next year.
come into play here. I guess.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, man. And it's funny because this whole weekend I told the wifey and the kids, I said, hey, Daddy made a little bit of money. I'm taking you guys all out to eat.
Did they know it's dirty money?
Why is it
Yeah,
dirty?
exactly.
Do they know that this was paid for by the Dodgers?
Dude, look at my shoes. Never forget, homie.
Brought to you
Never
by-
forget.
Stepping all over the Padres, aren't
Never
you?
forget, dude.
Oh, it's the orange and blue.
It's the orange and blue
Okay.
Padre ones. Yeah, so that's my good of the week. Gamble, gamble, gamble. Only if it's allowed in your country, your state, your city. For us, I got to cross the border to go down there and gamble. I got to phone a friend in Vegas to do it and shit.
The
but-
views of the host of this show. Not just,
But if you do,
The
have
views
a
of Emo
problem-
Brown don't necessarily
Do you know
reflect
how
Emo
awesome it
Brown.
is though to drop a little fucking fun money on a Monday night
for
football
sure,
game?
yeah,
It
I
just,
get
it just
it.
makes everything more
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
makes it more
It
addictive.
just oh god, you went there. Joshua Kemble, thank you.
okay.
You're right.
I can still hear you.
Building a
but
better you,
I just
apparently.
broke
I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to cruise down and visit us down here at Emo Brown headquarters. Spend some time with us. Share your thoughts.
Share your
You
thoughts.
know, I
Buy
have
the
a million and five questions. I'd like to have you back. I know you have to go somewhere.
I
What
do.
What are we at, BJ?
We are at 144.
Fuck that. We got 15 minutes.
No, I gotta pick up my stuff for my wife. She's gonna
The
rage.
people at home got to pick this up.
Look at that
Nothing
one.
means
There's a link in
everything.
my bio. You
Perfect.
You guys
Look at
have a copy.
This
Oh,
guy, right?
There he
here.
That's
is.
my guy right there, dude.
Boom. That was at Observatory.
Hey, coming soon. Private reading here
Let's
at
do
Emo
it.
Brown
Why not? Let's do
headquarters.
it.
Let's sit down. Let's talk
Shed
about the
some tears.
parameters. Let's do the whole thing.
Okay.
Book some booze. Let's go.
We'll have a DJ who will actually spin, you know, the songs that are a part of the book.
Oh, okay.
And then that we'll make it very like
Fun.
involved and fun. We'll have concessions.
Let's do something around the
We'll
holiday.
have Q&A.
Around the holiday party.
Yeah? We'll
Yeah.
have a Q&A. We'll do the thing. It'll be a night with
QAnon?
Joshua Kemble. QAnon.
QAnon.
That's where you're
What
at.
would you
huh?
say?
That's what you
We've
said.
been talking too much politics.
Fuck, dude.
I'm
Politics
down.
make my head hurt.
Let's do something fun.
Yes, because boy, do we need something.
Boy,
fun.
howdy.
BJ, final thoughts?
BJ, final thoughts.
Just come out and support everything this weekend. Do the Dia de los Muertos.
I'm coming
Do
out.
the fundraiser. Do my show on after the Dia de los Muertos thing. Come on out, have some fun. Take your kids.
Go
to a
see
spooky
BJ
house.
play live.
There it is.
Get a live BJ.
What?
Okay.
Brought to you by what? OnlyFans.